trying to get those tickets. Not for me, for my dad, but like I'm trying to get those tickets. Huh?
I'm going, like, and not just
He definitely got
in New York.
Yeah. Nah, I just got sick of the Drake. Like, so when you going? Like,
Why
where
you got
you
sick
have
of Drake shit?
a way to get the tickets, or?
Right.
We could talk
Yeah,
about
that's
this
an off-camera conversation. Nobody cares about you and Brad going to the World Cup.
I think it's more interesting than.
You trying to take Brad on the date too now?
Nah, I was trying to figure out how to get tickets.
What was that about? What was that just about? I didn't watch it yet.
Please, what about me and Reg?
Yes.
What?
So Reg's like,
Everybody
yo,
wants to know.
let's tell the story.
What was the date?
Reg went on a date? Who went on a date?
Yeah, Reg took me on a date.
These two.
And he didn't have the money to pay.
And he had to go Dutch?
You
No, I
died
didn't pay
in
him.
You a G.
So
Wait, you invited him out. You initiated the date and you made him pay?
yes,
Whose
That's
idea was the
crazy.
date?
Fred.
yes.
Fred.
What?
Look at this. Wait, hold on. Look at him though.
Why?
Look.
I don't want to look
Not your
Look
type.
at
over there.
look at this and have him tell you.
Blurp out this
Right? We can do that, or we can do something food related. Cause you've been wanting to do a food show and food.
I was doing a mukbang.
He immediately goes, "Oh, I got a place we can go for food."
Okay.
All right, so I'm like, all right.
together.
Who get that? Do mukbang. Do ASMR.
Don't do that. It wasn't two. It was me, him, and Derek.
It's true.
Today,
Everyone had a camera.
mukbang.
I don't know. I don't know.
He takes us to his favorite spot that he's been. He knows the owners.
It's not my favorite spot. I just know the owner, so.
Genius. Sound. What you thought? Tell me what you thought. What you thinking? What you thought? What you thought? What you thought? Tell me what you thought. What you thinking? What you thought? What you thought? If you could change your thoughts, you could change the world. So much more to life than chasing diamonds, gold, and pearls. Lately it's been debated that maybe I am the greatest. I'm joking, there's no debate. You can't ignore the great. See, I'ma switch the world up with my 15 seconds.
Welcome back to What You Thought, the funniest podcast on the planet. I'm Darnell.
Express is moving.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, sign up for our Patreon. Funny world going on over there. And this may be the moment when you go to the Y shot and you see Pop's not here and you're gonna leave the comment, I wish Pop was here, like you got a crush on him. Go ahead, do that too right now. That's the best six man in the game.
Hey, you heard? As Pop would say.
It's amazing how Darnell automatically goes. That's a go-to, because this is like, and if you leave a comment, if you don't watch the episode, you're like, oh, no, I'm not. I'm gonna watch the episode. I watched the whole episode. I'm straight to here.
I mean, if you don't, did y'all see there's an Instagram video going around where it says, why everybody so fast in Jamaica? And they was like, because we used to race
The
for
yams.
fun.
Right?
Right?
Yes, I did see that.
And he was like, yeah, came in last, you a Batiman. So if you come in
Oh,
last,
shit.
He says everybody was fast.
Super speed.
So who was chasing niggas?
Super speed. I don't know.
The rainbow, he was running from the rainbow.
Who
No.
wants
Yo,
that
Nah, I mean,
reputation?
it goes to
Not
the
a person.
stuff.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I've been in the club
That show
before.
Sprint pretty good though.
I didn't watch it.
Sprint? All right, watch Sprint. We'll
I've been
come
in the
back.
club before and the
Come back.
DJ said, anybody who's not dancing got herpes. Everybody starts.
Forever. I never stop moving until I get to the car, pass out.
But the crazy part, there's a nigga at herpes in there like, yo, if I just dance, they gonna know.
Yo, so
Niggas dance.
Dancing and
That shit was
tingling.
mad funny. Like, mad funny.
Yeah,
What
crazy.
makes you say that?
because at that point, the
Doing
nigga
the
that's
buck up and shit?
dancing too hard is like suspect at the point. It's like, nigga doing backflips and all types of shit. It's like, nah, this
Why is
nigga
this
got
nigga
a
doing
Chris,
the
Chris
healing
Brown
toe?
in the club.
We got Baif in the building.
Yep. That's a good word. I just want to go on record. I'm not trying to put a somber note or nothing in it, but I just want to say rest in peace to my grandma, Shirley Reed.
Yes, indeed.
87 years of living.
Word.
She lived one of the best, most beautiful lives you could describe. And I just want to go on wax and say, Grandma, I miss you, I love you, and rest in peace.
Rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace, Ms. Reed.
Applause for her life. celebration.
Facts, facts.
That's
Long
a
time.
fact. But before we move on, you got a self-care club shirt on.
Yes.
And that
I like
logo looks crazy.
What's the logo?
It likes some masturbation shit.
Oh my
Why I
God.
gotta be seen?
Masturbation.
Nigga was just talking about
self-care.
no gap. There was no
You
gap.
gotta
Nigga
be
just talked about his
self-care.
grandmother, and
I
then
gave
you
it a-
accused this
And then
nigga.
immediately.
That was like
Immediately.
2
She
seconds.
it wasn't even a minute.
She likes to laugh.
It's immediately bust. How is it?
It's immediately what?
What he described.
Oh, because I was
that
just
look
like,
semen.
Baif, because I was on your.
Immediately bust. Like no other
Baif,
thing
you
could
just
make
gotta
us
be
with a
careful
face.
what you- like,
Self Hair Club over that. Just the combination.
I want the shirt just
I look
no
at my
logo.
outfits before I come in. I'm
Let me
like,
get the shirt
I
with
gotta
no
go
logo. Yeah,
super
perfect.
simple.
Yeah, he just
I like
Brad
that
just
shirt.
wear all black
Just
now.
wears
All black.
solid colors.
Black,
Oh, yeah.
Bring,
neutral,
bring as
uniform
little
now.
attention to myself as possible.
blend the fuck in.
Word. Nigga, you just start wearing off-white and just lean against the wall and shit.
Surprise niggas.
Oh man, we got Juwan aka HR in the building.
Yo.
He took note his shorts getting longer.
Shout out to him.
That's not long.
It's not-
It's longer than usual.
Wait, what?
Pause. This sounds crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
That
What is
And
going
it's a
on?
But he
It's a good
immediately
pause.
pulls the camera out.
They
He got the camera
It's like,
on
you
him.
know what I mean?
Surveying my shorts. You trying to do an upskirt, Baif?
To both of y'all, man.
That's mad funny. As soon as they said something about Baif, he's
Tandem.
Fuck
you
that
got
shit.
him. And then he's like, oh, what?
Behind the scenes wars. Nigga.
The BTS
Yes,
boys.
boys. That's mad.
BTS
Yes,
boys.
Yes, boy.
And we got all-purpose Reg in the building, aka Mr. Nasty. Man.
All purpose.
Nah, the pants are fire, but they're all-purpose utility.
Pants is fire.
I appreciate it.
Pull up
You
the
get
Lux
those
Limit.
at-
Lux Limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they come with a pocket
Now
knife?
they sold out.
Nah, they definitely come with a knife. But all the knives is donated by Pop. Shout out to Pop.
Wow.
Real.
Yeah. You gotta beep his name, man. Trying to send him back?
What? Knives are legal, ain't they?
Nah.
No, it's not-
I
I know
know
about that.
New York is the palm of your hand.
Wait a
If the
second. What do you
blades-
mean
if
I'm
it's
trying
bigger
to
than
send them
palm.
back? I said Pop donated every knife. Literally on camera, every time we're here, the nigga pulls out a knife.
And you like, they ain't get him yet.
Here's the joke.
They didn't catch him yet. Damn it, I gotta say it again.
That was him in the Jamaican food truck.
Passing out hatchets.
You'll get the knife. You'll get the knife.
And hatchets.
Knife for you.
Wait up. Pop in here. Can we please talk about Drake just a little bit?
Yeah.
We can get
Why?
to some topics that we don't usually.
Why do we
Nah.
have to talk about Drake? What is there to talk about?
How do you
I don't
really
know.
feel about love?
I don't know. I'm just saying the topics we shouldn't be off the table. That's all. Continue.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you want to say about Drake?
And Diddy too.
He been
What
quiet.
did Drake
though.
and Diddy do?
He been
They
quiet.
did some shit this week.
Oh.
A new case came for him, some shit. And then it was the whole thing with the porn star and the
Oh yeah, it's somebody else with an accusation and shit.
The porn star and the boyfriend?
And
But
the
that's an
boyfriend.
accusation. Like, should we really give that, like, credence?
Yes.
No,
All
we
of
did
What?
not.
All of them.
It's an do you put the that sounds
Nothing.
very
These are all
on par
accusations.
with
Huh?
everything
Yeah.
else Diddy has done.
Yeah.
These are all accusations.
They are.
That's rough, man. Like, part of me is still trying to hold out some semblance of hope that this nigga's not.
Yeah. You ripped the truck fit logo off and it saw Sean John underneath. He's like, surprise!
Gotcha. Sheesh.
Because you imagine he walks out and is like, listen, one of y'all is going to have to do something. And the nigga's like sending his girl and he's like, oh, no, I'm not interested in her. Like,
Yeah.
See?
No. Nothing on the
Nasty
table. That's
nigga.
all I'm saying.
nah, bro, it's you.
Nasty nigga.
That's wild.
Nah, what happened was Diddy was white water rafting, and Cassie's lawyer said that it was horrible. Maybe he's trying to knock some things off the list because he has some more treacherous waters coming ahead. It was something violent
Yeah.
said like that.
Yeah, something like weirdly
Believe it.
poetic or something. Niggas
Yeah,
just clout
yeah.
chasing now.
I believe it.
I mean,
He wrote that like 4 or 5 times before he said it like in front of the
Press
camera or some shit. It's like weird shit. Dog, if they're gonna prosecute him and do all that other shit, like do it already. Like let's this media circus, this nigga's going on adventures and we're trying to figure out when they're gonna pull up on him.
yeah, I think they making sure they don't lose.
That's all.
Yeah.
Make that case airtight.
Yeah. Speaking of airtight, did y'all see the airtight hug that Micheal Ealy gave Megan Good?
Man.
Firm hug.
Okay.
Lift off the ground a little bit.
So
Feet dangling.
are we gonna go with the funny story or we're gonna go with what really happened?
Let's go with the funny story.
Okay.
'Cause I'll
bet.
tell you, I'll say what really happened. after
Okay,
I tell the
but-
funny story.
In
Context.
terms of because we could talk about what you would do if, and because everybody's seen it, in the context of what most people saw, that was like the most disrespectful thing you could possibly do to a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
As his woman and the nigga doing it.
Okay.
So as soon as he walks up, hug, pick you up in the air, and you're still hugging him back, and there's laughter, and there's all types of, and like, I regardless
And
of
the
what
leg
happened,
flip in the air.
son,
The leg
yeah,
dangling.
son looks wildly uncomfortable. And the worst part is, if we're talking specifically about Jonathan Majors, if you're gonna violate anybody right now, it would be him because he's just handcuffed. This nigga has to be the most non-violent nigga on the face of the earth.
Oh, Micheal Ealy?
Nah, Jonathan
Jonathan
Majors.
Majors, yeah.
Till he gets a movie role.
Yeah.
Because this nigga can't even raise his voice a little bit.
So did anybody see the entire video?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
did
we
not
saw
see
the
the
entire
entire video.
Yeah. So he actually greased Jonathan Major first.
He hugged him and everything.
And then,
yeah.
But
Does that matter?
he was still.
No, it's still a violation.
It matters a lot.
Yeah, it does.
But it was still like to pick up and squeeze and this and that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Unless that's
a
your
lot.
birth sister, that's the only way that's like.
Nobody even greased
Or
their birth
cousin.
sister like that.
I'm just saying, if you're related, if that's your cousin, like I could permit that. But like,
I mean, I
It's
do
mad
wonder.
funny how you specified birth sister. Though.
I do wonder what the relationship between Micheal Ealy and old girl is making good. But
that's why I said birth sister.
yeah,
I'll say this. I don't think
it was
he beat
excessive.
though.
probably not.
It was too. You know what I'm saying? At
Probably
least
not.
like if you're Jonathan Majors, you would think that's like some kind of silver lining there. You know what I mean? Because would you rather
The silver
interaction-
lining.
You don't know that?
Is what?
It don't make a difference, to be honest.
It don't. It don't. It's disrespect regardless.
I
So
mean,
he ain't fuck her
so-
yet. Is the upside?
So
Well,
I'll
hopefully-
chime in and say,
Yet is the key word there.
I don't, unless you recognize that hug, you experience that type of love from somebody, you really can't say the depth of somebody's friendship based off of
That's
what
why I
you
said I
don't
wonder
know.
what the relationship is.
Two is like, it's not really nobody's fucking business. And what he looked like, he looked uncomfortable, and niggas is not psychiatrists, niggas is not none of that shit. So it's like all of the shit that's around it is disrespect. We don't know none of these niggas.
Fact.
And to be like, well, we summed it up by a 10-second clip that nobody even knows the context of. That's
Fact.
like, it's just a poor choice of mental energy using it to try to dissect that shit. Like,
This
it
is
just is what it is.
Why I usually miss like Pop being here because Baif, what?
I said what I said.
That was the serious take.
I'm going to break
No. That makes zero sense, dog. In what context is it?
Nigga.
I don't care how close anybody is
Again,
to
I
anybody
agree with
else.
Baif on that.
Again.
For a nigga to pick up your girl
Again.
and hug her with her legs dangling,
because
that's cool.
we so
Where?
agree with Baif
so
on that.
fucked up.
I'm with Reg.
We look at every interaction between a man and a woman as a sexual
sexual.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga,
It wasn't that.
platonic friends don't exist.
It wasn't that.
Like, what are we talking about? At the
Nigga,
end
we're
of the
talking
day,
about respect.
at the end of the day, respect is if you got love for my lady, the way you say you got love for my lady, and it's
Pick up the
platonic,
twirler.
then
Yeah, if
guess
you got
what?
love for my lady, show us
Guess
some
what?
love, nigga.
If you got
ain't no
love for my
love,
lady
pick up.
like that,
Hug her
you
like you mean
probably
it.
got love for me the same way.
Grab some
Whoa.
ass.
Probably
Shit. So he about
embracing-
to twirl you too?
You probably embracing me on some brother shit because you look at my lady as like a sister.
So you
So
get
it's-
mad if a nigga don't pick up your joint
Nah,
and twirl her
nigga,
and
that's
shit.
not what I'm saying.
So
It's not what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be the Baif translator for.
Please do.
What he's really saying is that it's only disrespect if that's how you perceive it and take
That's
it.
all it is.
It's
I
not
agree with that.
disrespect if you don't feel a way about it. It's not disrespectful.
Yeah, because to some niggas, a nigga fucking your girl isn't disrespectful.
I don't.
So
think
it's
So
all
a
about
hug is
perspective.
fucking. Exactly
No, I'm
what
not
I
saying
said.
everything is based off perspective.
Man and woman,
Some niggas
the
are
overtones
okay
is
with their
always
joints
sexual.
getting fucked by other niggas.
that
It's
is true.
always sexual.
I don't think that has anything to do with that.
No,
don't
it
at
does.
all.
Let me
But
explain to you.
That's how everybody
it's
quantified that
not
situation.
about- it's
he
not-
hugged this disrespectful. They fucking.
Okay, so first of all,
Why would you allow that?
you're-
That's some crazy shit. Based off
You're
of what?
as an actor and as an actress, you understand that there's paparazzi around, and
Doesn't matter.
You're
nigga.
in the
Real
public
is
eye.
real.
Let me.
It doesn't matter. Real is
Let me
real.
get his shit off.
So you're in the public eye. So you
Yeah.
understand every interaction, every connection you make, whoever you're standing next to, whatever. There are
Mm-hmm.
people who purposely, prior to whatever announcements, wouldn't take pictures with Diddy because they're like, this picture is going to tell a story that I don't want told.
Fact.
Damn sure it's taking.
So as soon as you pick this woman up, you understand to some degree, okay, there's a story that might be told here. Also, I don't know what relationship you might have with her. I don't know what relationship you might have with him. Dog, the shit is, to me, inappropriate
To you.
for you to pick up a woman who is in a relationship while her nigga is standing there looking on, twirling her hug like double arm tight while her arms, dog, it's okay to church hug a joint, maybe even a little bit closer to that depending on your relationship, but even that to me is inappropriate. But to pick her up, legs in the air, nigga, I would immediately go off.
Let me ask you
You
this.
still
'cause
mad
Megan Good
about
is
that
also an
yoga
actress.
nigga.
Let me ask you this, because Megan Good, she's also an actress.
This nigga.
He's
That
still
never
mad
happened.
at the yoga nigga.
She's also an actress, and so if they have run into another actor that Megan had a sex scene with, how does he supposed to feel about that? Even if he just shake her hand, but you know they on camera fucking.
What?
Exactly.
I'm confused.
What?
If you
Can't
watch your
compute.
joint on camera,
Yes.
just like Lala, we make the jokes about Lala and Carmelo Anthony
clipped
should
in.
feel
But
away.
she's working and she's on camera. It's not like they actually had sex in person. Now,
So they
again,
actually
wait, hold
hugged,
on.
but that was worse than her fake
Hold
having
on.
sex.
Hold on.
Yo, you see
I personally, she wasn't actually
Licking
butt
the
ass
nipples
naked.
and
That's
shit.
not how sex scenes happen.
He was sucking her titties on camera.
That's not how sex
I mean,
scenes
some
happen
sex
all the
scenes
time.
now,
Sex scenes they do.
now you
And
got different-
Lala shit's
What?
kind of wild.
But Lala shits be extreme, but like that's
So we
that's
should be cool
Lala.
with that.
Booty
That's
hurt
Lala.
on
No,
camera.
I couldn't.
Yeah, that just being the
Dog.
stunt double to suck Lala's
Me,
Sign me up.
dog.
Sign
Me
me
personally,
up.
I'll be open. I couldn't handle a nigga holding my joint's hand. I would lose my shit. So that's just me.
That speaks to what he
Everybody's
says though.
everybody's different, my nigga.
Yeah.
That being said, if you met a woman and you understand she's an actress and you understand the mechanics of how the sex scenes work, dog, that's her working. Now, a nigga walking up to you outside of work, hugging you, because there are two people that could kiss and do all that and detest each other.
Would you be okay with somebody kissing your joint on camera?
No, of
Or
course,
the guy
nigga. I just
hugging
said
and
she
picking-
can't hold hands with niggas.
So
you
she
couldn't
can't
date an
act
actress?
in the scene. She can't
Huh?
be an actress.
Couldn't
No, absolutely
So-
not.
Okay.
The root of it, a lot of it stems from like our own.
You did say you would. fuck with
Insecurities?
Kim K too.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Oh yeah, but that's a different situation.
Why?
He was full on.
Because the
fucking on
bread.
camera.
Oh yeah,
He wasn't acting.
Nigga, that's the bread. The bread creates
was-
allowances
Red
that
J was
like.
spreading.
That-
Dog,
gonna
if
tell
I
Reg,
hooked up,
chill.
If I hooked up with Oprah, remember that that Dave Chappelle joke? If I hooked up with Oprah and I walked in on her like getting clapped, I'd be like, oh shit, my bad.
My
And
bad. I'm sorry.
Word up, like nigga, what are you
My
talking
bad.
about?
I'm sorry. It's crazy.
Oh shit, I'm almost mad at me, nigga. I should have not.
So you'll
Like,
be a
fuck.
cuck for the right price.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you just said. You walking on Oprah.
shit.
My bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I-
I'm saying
Billionaire,
Joyce is
you'll be a
gonna,
cuck.
hold on.
Reg 22.
Joyce is going to cheat, right?
What?
No, Adam 22 got more bread
Cuck
than
for the right
joint.
price.
That's not the same shit.
Cuck for
on.
bread, man.
Hold on,
They gonna
Reg.
cheat anyway. You might as well say
Reg, you
pussy, know what I'm
can't.
saying?
Right now, you
Get
can't
it.
go. Joyce is gonna cheat when you the first one to say a woman will never cheat on me.
Yeah, I don't believe the woman that I choose would cheat on me.
It's just crazy.
But now you're
You
choosing
made the right
Oprah.
decisions.
Oh no, you're not choosing Oprah. Oprah's choosing you.
Yeah, basically.
Oprah's
right,
definitely.
all right.
Right, but you get what I'm talking
I
about.
see what you're saying.
Nigga, it's a difference between
You
Adam
say-
22, because that's your joint, and you're willingly
So you're
parading
saying
her
if
around.
Oprah comes and
Oprah
says,
already lit. That's not a
She wants
relationship
Reg.
for love, nigga.
she takes Reg. You're like, whatever she does.
Yeah, nigga.
Whatever.
Nigga, I got chose.
At least
What are we talking about?
He's honest.
I
That's
gotta
not,
respect it. I
that's
gotta
not
respect
a relationship for
guess.
love. That's different than I love my joint and I'm
a
gonna
business
pimp her out.
I said I got chose. What you talking about?
If Oprah pull up,
You're
it. They be on me for getting
So-
money to get
so
chose.
if Oprah pulls up right now in the middle of this pot, nigga, I'm
I'm
gone.
a baddie.
Yo,
You know what you talking
I see y'all
about?
niggas later.
You're an employee of Oprah.
Word up.
Regardless, Reg,
Job title husband.
however you look at it, you letting your woman get clipped for money. Whether you Adam 22 or Oprah's getting clipped, you
No,
for money.
But
Yeah, that's
in the case of the Oprah situation,
He's okay with it.
she's not my woman. I'm just her man. That's not the
You're
same shit.
compensated.
That's a fact.
That's not the same
Stedman.
shit.
You're married
Word
to
up.
her. She's
Regimen.
not married to you.
Word
I
up.
think so.
Regimen.
If you're with Oprah, she tell you when to pull up. She's like, oh yeah, no, I need you to be
So let me ask you a
Say-
question.
yeah.
You think Oprah just gonna let you have other women, or Oprah's gonna be like, nah, that's just for me? And
Oh yeah.
Nah, me and Oprah gotta talk about that.
okay,
Ain't no
nah,
conversation.
Nah, we gotta talk about that.
ain't no
Oprah.
conversation with
Ain't no
Oprah.
conversation.
Well,
Oprah, like,
Oprah
come
goes.
on, come on,
You
Oprah,
gonna
we
mess up
can't.
you gonna mess up
You're
your
an
What up?
employee. Ain't no conversation.
I understand, but like I can't
I had you a
can't
book.
live with that. Like Oprah, come on, you can't.
Oprah says go.
Oprah, this is
That's a
crazy.
fact.
Oprah probably bought a new one for herself.
Yeah.
So
Like,
it
Oprah,
might
this
be
is-
lit.
Oprah got
This
those
is rough.
Ozempic too. She looking right.
Yeah, man. So
Go get you Oprah, man.
Yeah,
Go get you
Oprah
Oprah.
you
I'm
gotta keep
like
her
Oprah.
socks on.
She got the Wendy Williams. She ain't got that. It ain't that.
Oprah's feet look crazy.
I've never
Oh,
seen
nah,
Oprah.
I've never
feet.
seen
How you see Oprah?
Ooh, I be on them sites.
What?
foots,
The Oprah feet site.
foots.
The Oprah fans is crazy.
Um,
Got them hard
Yeah.
poles.
but
Apple.
a lot of that like can't hold hands and can't. That's insecurities from us. That like, oh, woman case. We immediately associate. If we're holding a woman's hand and we're hugging them like that,
It means
we
something.
yeah. But it's just, everybody is not like that.
No, I don't believe it.
Listen, man, I'll be honest. Y'all niggas are mad evolved and mature.
Thank
and
you.
all the that's beautiful, my nigga. So like it's
Peaceful.
wonderful that like y'all allow niggas to hug y'all joints and hold hands with them and kiss them and have fake sex with them. I'm not quite there yet.
I mean, you just said you was gonna let.
Wait, why's her big toe by her pinky toe?
Wait, y'all found Oprah's
I mean,
foot?
he put him up so fast
shit.
though.
I thought
Wait,
that was her
wait,
big
I
toe.
don't
That was a
understand.
bunion.
I don't understand how he did that.
Let me see this.
Nah, he had that picture in his
That's
phone though.
horrible.
He had the shortcut.
No,
You
don't
make too much
airdrop that.
money.
The Oprah fan.
Pass your phone.
Yeah, the Oprah
catch
fan.
it?
is
I don't-
crazy.
I
She would have
Baif,
to.
Baif.
You could get surgery. for
Take
that.
Darnell's
You
phone.
make too much money to have bad feet.
Yeah, she could have surgery for that.
Oh, nah.
Son,
It's bad.
sidebar.
this
The way
kid-
Brad
no.
caught the phone,
Yeah,
Good hands.
like a baby, delivered a baby.
I didn't
Son.
want the phone to lock. So.
Smart.
Nah, this can't be.
Yeah, nah,
so
that's crazy.
what to you?
Impossible.
Because I've
got
already
bunion
communicated myself.
Makes me
What to you is too far and too familiar in terms of a nigga engaging with your girl?
Me personally,
Yes.
I wouldn't be okay with the hug either. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Because you know what's crazy?
But I can tell you that's my own insecurity
Yeah.
with it.
What's crazy is I was talking to somebody the other day about, because you remember we was talking about the shit with like rescuing women and all that other shit.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody and I didn't articulate this, but I was like, morally, Darnell's absolutely right. Morally speaking.
Yeah.
From
what
a
way?
moral
In
standpoint,
what way?
I try to
in
be
terms
moral.
of rescuing women and protecting women, whatever.
He's also admitted to having a
Yeah.
hero complex, though,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
He's got a couple complexes, but like in this case,
This guy.
he is morally correct. But you being morally right doesn't often run parallel with like the way reality works, like real life shit. So from a moral perspective,
We have different relationships with fear.
Oh.
I'm afraid to die over nothing,
Unpacking
and you
your
ready to
fears?
throw your life away. This thing
That's
is
fine.
weird.
About to unpack fears.
This
Yeah,
thing
you have a-
not so much.
Bears for me.
Listen, so
You got a different relationship with fear.
Clearly,
Yeah.
coyotes for this nigga.
Clearly.
first of all,
And
first of all,
Can
that's
raise
crazy.
running.
And bump it.
This
Feet.
nigga ran
Feet.
first, and he was like, "Yeah, clearly, he's scared of coyotes." Nigga, you was already halfway up the stairs.
Wait, he ran on you.
I
You
wasn't
ran on
trying
him.
to be food,
Huh?
I
fam.
thought you ran on him.
Food,
No,
Bob.
he ran on us.
Oh.
Yeah, but he ran
That
first.
shit, Vice took off. The nigga said, "We scared of
listen,
coyotes."
First
And
of
Ray
all,
J ain't
Bob.
black, so he stopped to ask what was going on instead of
guys,
running.
what's happening?
Hilarious.
What's happening?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You supposed to take
Wait,
over
wait,
with
Bob.
him.
Hey,
Is that a wait a minute? Is that a
where's my feed?
food, fam? I wasn't trying to be
Son,
food, fam.
damn, I missed Top Boy. Pause.
Well, speaking of which, did you see Supercell?
Nah,
I ain't seen that shit.
Fire.
I heard it was
Supercell
good.
either?
I ain't
Fire.
seen it. I heard it
I'm
was
shocked
good.
you ain't seen that
I
shit.
heard it was good.
I heard it
I'm
Please
saving
go
it.
home tonight and
I'm
watch
saving
that
it.
shit.
I'm gonna watch
So,
that
so
shit.
you did see it.
Fire.
Word?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm gonna go watch that shit.
That shit good as hell.
Even the concept.
I don't fuck it up for me.
No.
Cause you about to fuck it up.
I'm not.
Cause
And
when you
Lamar
start
in that
waxing,
shit.
when you start looking at
Lamar.
the ceiling about talking about shit, I know you about to
I
fuck it
was
up.
gonna say how
Lamar in that shit.
Ratman came up with the concept was actually dope. Like he took some negative shit and turned that shit into a positive.
I don't.
But
like,
you know, not giving it away. I'm sorry. I'm
You
not
are-
giving
you
it
are.
away. I'm not.
You're about to.
But you know,
Read your shirt,
there is
fam.
something to the blood disorder in our ethnicity.
I see.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Okay.
For sure.
They about to
Epidemic.
start giving
I carry it.
I mean, because you got West Indian in you somewhere.
Oh, you have the
No, African. It's
you
West
got
African.
the AB plus blood or some shit like that?
No, I carry sickle cell
Oh,
trait.
what's wrong
Oh.
with AB plus?
Nothing's wrong with it. It's just like the super rare.
Oh no, I'm B positive. No, I carry sickle cell. I have alpha thalassemia, which is the carrier trait for sickle cell.
You gave it away. Goddamn.
No, I ain't getting nothing
Reg
away.
ain't catch it. He,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
ain't getting
understand
nothing
what
away.
Huh?
No,
watch
you gave a lot away.
No. Go ahead.
So these niggas can't help themselves.
That shit was really
But like in
good.
terms
I need Pop to
of
watch that shit.
to bring it back around to your girl getting picked up or hugged or whatever the fuck is that's going on.
Bring it back around.
Right? Dog, you could like talk about all the maturity shit and so on and so forth, but like as a man, I feel like there's just an instinct in you in terms of protecting territory. Like niggas could be territorial. It's not even like always insecurity. It's like don't overstep. I feel like when you walk into a room, if people do it like innately, you size people up, kind of like, you know what I mean? Assess threats and shit like that.
It's all insecurity.
A nigga, all right.
Being territorial is
You're right.
insecurity.
Yeah.
Sizing people up,
Nigga,
see if you
the
can fight
size
them
of
is
Napoleon.
insecurity.
Are we questioning?
It's all of that.
Into something.
What are we doing?
You're listening to music while doing the audio for the
I
podcast.
actually agree with Reg a little bit. I don't know if it's all insecurity. I think some of it might be ego. I think some of it might be protection.
What ego is insecurity. Protection is still insecurity because you have a fear that I cannot protect myself. So I have to size this entire situation up and know I can defend myself.
Dr.
So
Darnell's
awareness
in this
is fear?
How about that?
A huge part of it. There's awareness, and you can say, I'm in this room, and you go, I walk in this room, I feel safe, whatever. You can walk in the room and go, I could beat this person, I could beat Why are you doing that?
You've been going to therapy.
Well, fear is relative.
years.
Yeah, me too.
You're like maybe 2 sessions away from that nigga like basically being like, okay, you're.
When you assume my therapist was a man.
Nah,
Oh,
niggas,
that's even worse.
Niggas one of
Is
the
it?
pronouns
That's
you can
even
use for
worse.
anything.
Why is it worse?
That's even worse, man.
Why is it worse?
Dog,
Ooh,
I
you
think,
don't think a woman
we're
can
in a
therapize
space.
a man?
Wait, hold on. We're in a space now.
Therapize.
You know he
We're
can't.
Therapize isn't
Whoa.
work. But we're in a space now where
Therapize.
like therapy is like, and people could disagree with
easy.
me. Therapy is almost
Yo,
like,
Reg, wait, before you finish.
yeah,
Niggas, I had like 2 debates this week.
word,
Niggas said that you be spitting and
Yeah.
we be wrong.
word,
I'm
You
like,
be both.
you know what?
agreed.
Two things could be true.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop. Like,
Stupidity is rampant.
Stupidity is- You know what? Hold up. Before you finish your point,
When niggas agree
bite,
with me,
ISO on me real quick. And I am the one reason I'm glad
Nigga,
I'm on the
ask
couch.
for the
I have to
ISO.
apologize to the Arthur Ashe Foundation. I fucked that all up.
oh shit.
Yo, Arthur Ashe caught the HIV from a blood transfusion.
He had that shit.
he caught the HIV from a blood transfusion. He was actually married to a woman. He adopted a child.
Nigga, don't look over at me, nigga. You
I
be
messed that
wrong
all
by
up.
yourself.
My fault.
No,
I was
I
super
told me,
wrong.
nigga.
None of
I
that-
have nothing to do with that.
None of that
Get
stuff
over it.
eliminate the chance of him being gay.
He's not gay.
Wow.
We don't know.
He wasn't. He got a blood transfusion.
Yo,
Blood
the
transfusion,
thing
got
that's
the HIV.
crazy is
My fault.
when
I gotta
niggas-
apologize.
When niggas are wrong,
Correction.
they can't just exist in being wrong and shit. All I'm saying is, in terms of like psychotherapy, I think we get into a space where like we're over explaining or whatever the fuck it is.
What do you mean?
You good?
Yeah, what
Okay,
do you
so
mean?
so what I'm saying is, we're getting to a space where one, if you look at your job as a therapist, if you go to therapy and shit, is low key to put yourself out of business.
What?
Hold on.
What?
Huh?
If you're going to therapy, your job as a therapist is to make people recognize patterns, disruptive or toxic patterns in their life, to fix it so they don't have to come back, right?
No,
Would you
'cause
say that about a personal trainer?
Exactly.
Ooh, my
There's
nigga,
always
There's
gonna
no
be somebody
completion.
else. There's always gonna be
There's
somebody
There's always
else.
going to be like
There's
something
always
for
gonna
them
be
to fix.
somebody else. There's always gonna be someone else.
And not only
That-
is
Like,
true,
so
understand it.
That's
you
true.
can get to a point where it's like you've grown, they've helped you, and now you may feel you may not need them anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you've applied everything they taught you, or
Right.
like,
Yeah.
well, pointed out to you. I shouldn't say taught,
Yeah.
but you might get to a point where like, all right, like it got me past what I need,
So I'm
and
at a
now I'm
point,
in a good space.
I'm at a point where
That's
I
what I'm
just do
saying, though.
check-ins. Yeah.
But there's always gonna be somebody else that
you do
needs that.
check-ins too.
and not only that,
No, I understand that. I'm
Yeah,
talking
so-
about the person who basically worked through whatever patterns that
Yeah.
need to be fixed.
No, you do check-ins.
right?
You could do
It don't-
check-ins.
Like
'cause-
I'm at a point where I just do check-ins because
And then you just
because
make sure
life
you
be
good.
life, and so sometimes you might still get hit with a situation where it's like, damn, this threw me off, or I need to go back to them and talk through some shit. So you might just do a check-in, but you're right, I don't go every month like I used to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
It's not like you look at it as like a completion. Like, oh, you're cured.
yeah, the job
Yo,
ain't never
yeah,
done.
It's never be
The
done.
job ain't
It's
never done.
maintenance.
Yeah,
It's not a cure. Like
that's why I said.
I don't know.
Car
That might
still
be a
running,
first
you
world
still gotta
thing.
change
Do
the oil. You
personal
still
trainers
gotta-
ever? Are they doing the
That's-
same thing?
I mean, I feel like that's different, but
How so?
Why?
How so?
because like your physical body versus like whatever toxic patterns and like whatever psychological issues you have.
Your
Like, I
body-
wouldn't equate the
remember,
two.
The car still runs. You
No,
still
I
gotta do
understand that. And I
oil
understand
changes,
I
the
understand why someone would need to go to a therapist to make adjustments or to deal with shit or like whatever
It could
in
be
terms of
anything.
patterns. And sometimes people just
Sometimes
need somebody
it's
to
just
talk
a safe
to.
space to talk.
Word
Can I
up.
just say, this is a motherfucker speaking on therapy and giving therapy advice who's never went.
True.
How do you know I've never been?
You said you
Said
did
it,
it.
man.
So did you lie or did you?
No, I could have gone to therapy since then.
Did you go to therapy?
Yeah, I could have.
Okay.
Did you or did you?
Yeah, no,
not?
I have.
All right, so say that.
Yeah.
You don't feel like there was any benefit?
No, it was.
He ain't telling
it was-
everything.
I don't think.
It
He's not
wasn't
telling
like
the
a.
complete
I don't
story.
think it wasn't like a.
He's not telling
He's
the
not
complete
telling
story.
It wasn't like a solo therapy situation.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
okay.
You're not telling
wait,
the
all right,
story.
never mind.
You gotta go to
All right,
individual.
Hold
you gotta
on.
go
Yeah.
Wait, so it wasn't your idea. Was it your idea?
Oprah made him go.
Yeah, Oprah made me pull up.
Oprah made you go to therapy.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Because I keep walking in without knocking and shit. Like, so we had to figure that out.
Yo.
So,
I'm
Not
in the
first.
barbershop. All right. Actually, I shouldn't even fuck it. Fuck that guy. I don't know him. Right?
Damn.
Nah,
But-
He watches this shit.
because if
He
you
probably-
go to the
maybe he ended
barbershop,
watching
you
it.
might, you know what I mean?
You want to see him
But
again.
this dude's in there, right? Older guy. He complained about how his back hurt and all type of shit, right? And he said, "Yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Let me go home and get yelled at." I'm like, oh, what you do? You
Damn.
get yelled at? He go, she always complain about something. The other day, she caught me in the basement talking to my other bitches on the phone.
So, like,
but that's mad rude though. He was in the middle of a conversation.
This nigga said, "I ain't get to see my bitch in mad long because my back fucked up."
Yo.
I was like, "Yo, this old nigga is crazy in here."
Yeah, man.
And he
Do
said-
niggas be needing they side chick?
He
he
said,
said she
Yo,
caught-
okay.
No.
"He said,
This nigga
shorty."
said niggas.
Hot.
Hold
This
on.
nigga said
Get back to that. We'll get back to that.
No, we not.
We're gonna get back to that.
We not getting back to
Backbone of
that.
America.
Fuck out of here. Get the camera off me.
He said
Fred, you'll
how
see
she was like,
seats.
"I know you talk to
Seats when
women.
that come on.
Could you change your voice when you talk to women? Your voice switch up when you talk to women on the phone." So I know you's there and talking to bitches.
Man.
Mad funny.
Son,
Old niggas be going through it.
this nigga more, bro.
Most
That's a
niggas that
valid
go
question.
through it go through
No,
it.
that's
a
at their
valid
own
question.
hand.
So you need side bitches.
At
Man,
their own
back when I
hand.
had a relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Niggas
I
go
did feel
through
like
it
that.
at their own fucking hand.
Yes.
Fuck
I'm not
around,
good at lying.
They are.
So
they
I
do
would
what
just-
they do. They
Hold
get
on,
caught.
everybody hold on.
They get caught, and then now they have problems because they did some fuck shit.
Yes.
It's like at the end of the day, if you cheat, that comes with it. You get caught, that shit come with it. So when you doing it, just know that one day when you do, because they all do, it's always the niggas that think they won't that do. When it happens,
Bars.
Right.
when it happened, just be okay with that. Like, all right, you know what? I've been stacking some money up for this day. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
I knew you
are
was probably gonna leave me and take the kids and shit.
The cheating emergency fund
Feel
is
me?
crazy.
Like, and they go when they get dirty.
What are
they
you
go
talking
dirty.
about, B?
Cheating
I don't
emergency
know.
Talking
fund.
about
Hold up.
the niggas who cheat.
Quick.
It's the same story, nigga. My
I
dad.
don't know who this is.
My dad.
Word
was
up.
a
I
cheater.
don't even know niggas that cheat.
My dad was a cheater.
Quick,
So
quick story
I
off
know,
topic
nigga.
when he done.
Fuck you mean?
quick story off topic though, because me and my mother helped avert a disaster today. My aunt, I have an aunt who's 87. So she calls my mother today. She's hysterical. She's like, "Yo, all my money is gone. Netflix took all my money." She's like, "I'm on phone with a customer service rep from Netflix, and he was trying to help me, like buy Netflix,
Oh,
and
Lord.
all my money is gone." So me and my mother go over to the house.
Oh, like stock.
No,
money.
nigga.
She says, "All my money is gone."
But how does Netflix take your money?
Let him finish.
My
So
bad.
we go over to her house, right?
Because I'm mad.
We go over to her house. She says, "Listen, I want to get Netflix on my TV, so I call Optimum, the cable service." And somebody gives her a phone number and says, here's where you call Netflix, right? She calls the number.
Lord.
Dude picks up and says, "Listen, Netflix is $9.99 a month. I'll put it on your TV and on your computer. I just need the remote connect to your computer." Then she lets him, walks him through that, or he walks her through it, right? Connects to the computer, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm looking at your accounts. Looks like in this account you have about $90,000. He says, "So, listen, I'm going to just go ahead and
Yeah,
take the
Netflix for life.
$9.99. He's like, "I'm going to take the $9.99. He says, "Oh my God,
I made a mistake.
I made a mistake. It's too many zeros. I took 90,000. We got to get your money back together. So I'm going to email you this document. All you got to do is sign it and take it to your bank." So she's freaking out. She goes to her account. 90,000 is not there, right? He took a bunch of money from one account and moved it into the checking account. Sends her a document. It says outside wire transfer agreement. Has all her information on it. He says, all you got to do is sign it, right? Print it out, sign it, bring it to the bank. You'll get all your money back. She's 87. She doesn't know any of this, so she's just freaking out. Go over there. I'm reading the document. Me and my mother. It says on a wire document, money to pay medical expenses for cousin. And it has a Chase Bank account to some woman in Charlotte, North Carolina, right?
Everything went through,
No, because she had to literally print this document
and she never made
bring
it to
it,
the bank.
right? And so she's calling us to say, "I need you to print the document. The money is gone." So we call the bank. They say, "Oh shit, he really did move the money," right? And first of all, I didn't even know she had bread like that. He really moved the money, but he couldn't transfer it unless she signed the wire transfer agreement.
Yeah, so he was hoping that she got
that
to
amount.
the bank.
Boom.
Oh, because I was just like, because couldn't he just
So, but
wire the
if
amount?
that paper made
Not
it to
that
the
much.
bank, it was gone because she
That
signed
exactly. The bank
it.
said
If she
you
walked
mean,
into
though?
the bank, think about it.
you
How
can't
do-
electronically.
Oh,
work.
no. Matter of fact, never mind, because they'll
because
call
there's
you.
a lot of money.
They'll
They call you. They
Yeah,
call
So
you.
because
now
of the
if she
amount.
walks
Yeah.
in the bank like, I'm testifying, I did this.
I'm giving this paper
Yeah,
to you that I
'cause
signed.
I actually-
They just put it through.
Yeah. Because I've done wires before, but they have called me, so. Never mind.
But,
But-
yeah, because of the amount, she had to sign the paper. So he
knew.
was a scammer,
If
obviously.
he would have
preying on
caught,
seniors.
if they didn't intervene.
Because he
Would've
did
got
it in a
caught.
way where they didn't call, because obviously he doesn't want the call or
Yeah,
whatever.
all he was able to do was go online and just transfer the money from one account to another, right? Once he got a bunch of money in one account, sent her the paper. If she would have signed it,
It would
boom,
have left.
It would have been gone.
Oh.
And they said,
He
"There's no way
prepared-
we can get it back."
He prepared it to her check,
All right, but.
Yes.
and
So
then
it could
was
all be
gonna
there.
have her go in there and say, transfer this.
Because
money
at first
to
when he
X
said
person.
Netflix took all her money, I thought
'Cause
he
she
meant
thinks
like
she's
all
talking
she
to-
had was like
Nah, I already
$14.99.
saw where it was going.
No, she had 90.
Yeah. Because I was like, if she has
I already saw where
$14.99,
it
she has
was
bigger.
going.
Why is she buying Netflix?
I already saw where it was going.
Mind you, Netflix ain't even $9.99. I don't.
That shit is like,
But
yeah.
she don't
That's
know
like
better.
$15 now.
Right. She don't know no better. She's 87
I
years
got
old.
T-Mobile.
She got no business
Give it to
wanting
you.
Netflix.
Yeah.
It's like $8.
She just sitting in the house
Right.
bored. Figured she get Netflix. Heard some
That's
some
crazy.
shows on it. So thankfully, watch out for the scammers
Man,
and check on the old people.
That's true. Niggas got my grandmother. She somebody got a hold of her credit card. They ran up like $700 in DoorDash.
Just hungry.
Yeah, man.
Crazy, like 4 times back to back, $60, $70. Like, god damn, what are you?
Somebody stole my IHOP reward points
that's
IHOP?
wild.
and took mad free
What?
pancakes.
Mad pain.
I'm not even joking. I'm
You sure
dead
you
serious.
didn't just black out and eat mad pancakes?
I'm positive because it wasn't my address that it went to. It was just like some other shit. And I was like, of all things for you to get in this,
Then it was probably
IHOP
somebody
reward
that worked
points.
there. That's so weird.
Why IHOP reward points?
I was like, I thought I was the only person in the world to IHOP at.
So,
Man, all the pancakes.
and I know niggas gonna make whatever joke. I didn't get to ask Amar the level of comfort he has,
Okay.
but low key, like I don't know what I'm gonna expect. How far is too far with a nigga running down on your joint?
You mean like the pickup and
Yeah.
by her dangle on her feet?
Yeah.
If I know the relationship, I don't think that would have bothered me. Like really, in real context, they hugged each other first. He greeted him. I think I'd have been like, yeah,
I'm not
that's
talking
my
about real
man.
concept. He didn't even hug you yet, or whatever.
I don't know who this nigga is.
You don't know him at
It's
all.
a problem.
Yeah,
All right.
I was hoping
a
you
problem.
How
wasn't
would you
gonna.
not know somebody that is
And that's
that
the question.
comfortable
To do
hug
that.
her?
And then
Yeah.
now if she does,
It's crazy.
I mean,
then you gonna say something, right, buddy?
Yo,
Nigga, have you
It's
not
a
met
problem.
niggas? Like
Right.
what?
nah, they not that crazy.
I don't.
it-
then that means the level
What?
of female you pick is questionable.
Of
Okay.
course, nigga. That's all I've been saying. So we all on the same page.
But there's mad variables
But
to all of this.
Listen,
There is.
And I don't care, like, I don't
Alright.
care the degree of comfort, because if you know me, because we're all friends here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? I would never run over, hug, and
Where's
pick up
Pop
a
when
joint
you
in a
need him?
million years.
Because
Where's
you're
Pop
not,
when you
you're
need
not
him?
cool. Like,
That's the only example, because I actually know you.
He would have got you. Why'd you go there? You did it. You
Come
did it to
on.
Thought about it a
yourself.
few times.
No, I
though.
didn't.
You did it to yourself. You should have never
That's
did
just
it.
Thought about it a
crazy.
few
But I don't
times.
know anybody else is doing it. All right, Brad, better example. Brad, better example.
Don't put
But
me-
like,
Not even when you brought her the grapes.
Where's Pop?
bought her the crib.
Why you sitting so
Take a
far
piece
over
of
there? Why you over there?
Hey yo, hey Boogie, this is Lux Limited. After
How's that?
Move a little closer though.
I got some wine for you. Remember that?
Why you uncomfortable?
But
You
you
walk
get what I'm
around
saying.
in the shirt we got from Lux, and I'd be like, y'all burn this shit. Burn this fucking t-shirt down.
shit.
This guy's my
Bite.
friend. I walked in the crib,
What
he
if-
had the candle there and shit.
Baif, what if the dude don't see
But-
you and he does that?
Nah, see, that's again.
If he see you, it's worse.
my
No.
my
I'm like,
personal situation.
yeah, no.
It would never be that.
No, I
But
know that. I'm just saying.
Speaking as a nigga who be around tons of women that I have no interest
Talk your
in
shit.
whatsoever,
Oh, okay.
bro, you can really be cool with somebody like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you
But
hug women
if
and
you
pick
got
them
a
up.
man, if
in
you
front of
got
their
a
nigga.
man, if that shorty is
I
that
do
cool
it,
with
but not
that
in front of
guy,
the nigga.
and she got a man, he already know who this dude
Yeah,
is.
you know what I'm saying? Be discreet.
No, but what I'm
He
saying.
has that shit is insane to me. I don't know you. I know you, and I know you got a man, but I don't know your man.
Word, man, because
crazy.
niggas don't ever overstep. That's not a thing. That's not like a
Niggas
characteristic.
do,
of
but
niggas.
not in
That's
not
that's
on
mad
some real nigga
characteristic
shit.
of niggas.
It will never happen.
Hey,
That
big
shit,
head.
that shit will never happen to a real nigga because
It should.
you are definitely rolling with a real bitch.
It
That's
should.
just what it is. She will check that shit at the door if it was inappropriate. Like, nah, nigga,
Well, I
what you
mean,
doing? Get outta
physically,
here.
she can't do much.
She
Yeah,
can't. But if she commanded,
She
was with that hug.
She was with the hug.
She was with the hug.
I don't know.
But
With the
Baif,
hug.
if a dude walks up and hugs a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way for her to discern whether or not he's gonna pick her up until she's in the air, right? So now, once she's in the air, she could get upset. Once he puts her down, she could be upset. The fact that she was cheesing and shit was wildly inappropriate to me. But I'm just saying, he's already
These
picked
niggas
her
all
up.
happy and shit.
So
you know
what I'm
Showing
saying
love
is,
to each other. That's crazy.
What I'm saying is, even if she's awkwardly cool with it, or you pick up on it and she's just like, she doesn't want to make a scene, are you still cool with this? Regardless of relationships.
If my wife not cool with it, I wouldn't be cool with it.
Point blank period. Point blank period.
Yeah.
Also speaking, if there was a nigga that was cool enough with my wife to do that, knowing my wife or knowing the shorty I'm with, and he was cool enough to do that, I definitely noticed.
You must be cool with him.
We done broke bread,
Yeah, you
man,
must be cool with
times,
him.
like, and that shit is not.
Baif, I would
it's not out of
never hug and pick up your wife.
because you don't know her like that.
And not,
Okay,
You
but,
don't know her
But
like
what,
that.
what I'm saying is, even if I did, I never in a million years, there's no way, there's no amount of comfort.
I don't view it like that.
Maybe
I don't
it's
view it
the
like
old
that.
nigga in me.
I don't
Maybe
feel
it's because I'm 44 and I
What?
have
being
relationships
44,
with women
man.
like that. Like maybe that's it.
not only that,
Feel me?
we are different people. You're a different person. You don't.
Yeah.
You can't name any joints.
That's
you
a big
hug,
part of it.
Pick up and hug like that,
Yeah, not at all.
right? So that,
No, I'm talking about other people's women.
But he's saying you don't even know a joint personally that you could just, hey, what's up, my
But
girl? What
when
up?
you go
Grab
home
up under
man,
the
you do
cheeks.
that on a daily basis,
Wrap the legs
You do
around
not
you.
pick up- you do not pick up your woman like and hug her and legs flying. You don't do that.
Actually, yeah.
You have, but that's not a regular occurrence. That's not a.
I don't like how your voice changed when you said that.
Nigga,
he's
man.
thinking about it. Oh, yeah.
Puberty real
Listen,
quick.
listen.
Some niggas, Micheal Ealy probably hugs a lot of women like that, and I think
possible.
I think
It
that
doesn't matter. And
I think
dog,
that's a
you
lot of
know-
Hollywood acting, like they're the
That's what I'm
over
saying.
top shit.
Nah, but you know what joints to hug like that and what joints not to, dog. Like he's not just running down on everybody's girl and just picking them up off the ground.
I mean, they
What
all
is
not.
the
I think
point?
you can do that to one of your joints, to your joint rather.
110%.
Yoga nigga.
Michael Ealy?
Nah, it's not happening.
What?
My bad. I thought
That's
you
not
were
happening.
the yoga nigga.
That's not happening.
My girl would definitely.
He might
He
pick
wouldn't
you up.
ask you.
He might pick you up right after
That's
the same way.
Nah,
Like,
it's not happening.
Both of you.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Michael Ealy. There's
Listen,
a lot of
it's
women
not-
who are not going to say nothing to Michael Ealy if he do that, too.
That's a fact.
Spinning around like a
I hate to say that.
Dog,
He would take a lot
first
of
of all-
niggas' girls.
First of all, no, I'm not saying Mikey
He'll
can't
take a
back
lot
bitches.
of joints.
But what I'm saying is, the women that I would be involved with know me enough to never be in space to. They might not even hug the nigga. Like they.
That's Michael
Didn't
Ealy,
I
man.
just say that?
Yeah,
And what was
Michael
his
Ealy.
rebuttal to me? His rebuttal was,
Niggas get
you acting like
violated.
niggas don't violate? Come on, what are we talking about?
I'm talking
You just
about
said the
no
same
hug.
shit I said.
No.
Michael
I'm talking
Ealy
about
could do
no
that to a
hug.
lot of joints.
What I said
No, but here's
was,
the
I hate
thing
to say
though.
that.
if,
Michael
the
Ealy
ni-
could do that to a lot of
if
joints.
she not cool with it and she's that caliber of a
I think
woman,
you actually
she would
almost
stop
like would
that
like
shit
it
at the
for
door.
Michael Ealy to.
Nah,
like,
I'm
make-
just real.
but stop it.
Chris Brown to do that to a lot of niggas' joints.
Yo,
It's like
Michael Ealy.
It's like the Usher and
Stop
Kiki
that shit
Palmer
like,
thing
oh,
again.
nigga.
Usher do that to a lot of niggas'
It's
joints.
like the Usher and Kiki Palmer thing again.
but hold on. But the insecurity is that he's hugging my joint like this.
He
Maybe
he
beat.
fucking her. I know he.
All right.
yeah.
But you
that
know
is
what?
the case.
The nigga that walk by and be like, and
That'd
she,
be-
that nigga's
that'd be the
fucking
one.
We're not
That'd be the
talking
one.
about, and what's wild is we're
Trust
talking
me.
about insecurities versus like just respect and decorum and all this other shit.
But
hold on,
Let me.
So
Could you
you're
cut me
speaking
off,
for
you're right. You're right.
And
My
I'ma
bad.
answer-
My bad. My bad.
Right? Before you even go down that road, disrespect. We choose what's disrespectful. We sit here and say things to each other, right? That somebody else is gonna deem as disrespect,
That's a fact.
right? You choose what the line of disrespect is. So if you feel disrespected, that's on you.
It's relative. It is relative.
But I mean, there are other factors in terms of familiarity, and obviously we're on the podcast, and there's like other factors.
and them niggas are
So
familiar.
we know each other's lines for the most part, right?
Yes.
That being said, we're talking again about a situation with a nigga that you're not familiar with. And even if you are, to me, again, it's a respect thing. I move in a certain way, and I expect people around me to move in a certain way. Now, that's not always going to be a thing, because like you said, everybody's different.
Yeah.
That being said, if there's a situation where a nigga's walking up, I don't recognize you, and your arms are out, and you're about to hug my joint, nah, we're not doing that.
You want to step in front?
This is I'm blocked. Like, what are we doing? That's like, I don't understand the need for that or any of that.
But
Now,
again,
there's
you
like,
said
if
it
it's like a church
yourself.
hug because it's
You
a
said
degree
it
of
yourself.
familiarity.
You said it yourself, because you just saying the same thing in different ways over and over. Depending on how you deem it, he said it. You take disrespect the way you take disrespect. You talking about some rando nigga that, because according to your caliber of women and the caliber of people you around, that would never fly, that nigga don't exist in your life, in your world at all. That type of nigga would never find his way to your shorty's circumference to even pick her up. He don't exist. So again, it's like we talking in a vacuum, because personally, everybody's situation varies. Some niggas, that shit is okay, and their relationship is okay. In your relationship, it ain't. For some random nigga, but we talking about Micheal Ealy, who clearly know who she is. They're not unfamiliar with each other, so it's like we just kind of arguing just to
wrap it up.
So-
Let's advance this convo. We gonna Darnell, get us
What
about
are
it.
you, before we move on, so what are you saying about Micheal Ealy?
Can't let
again?
it go.
Micheal Ealy will hug a lot of niggas, girls like that,
Because,
because he's Micheal Ealy.
and that means,
He's Micheal.
He's
Ealy.
giving you the bread.
just
but
like
it's like,
Because
I can
this
say
is like
he's
Micheal
Usher.
Ealy.
He's Michael. Yeah.
And if
Like,
he
Okay,
did,
I'm just
he the
trying to
nigga
understand
on
where
the
he's getting
screen.
to.
He the nigga on the
come
screen.
on, man.
yeah.
You
No,
gotta
I ain't
be a
never been
certain
on the
So you
type of
admire
dude to
Micheal
even
Ealy.
have that.
No, I just know that women like him. I know when women like a dude.
Oh, okay.
It's obvious.
There's,
Prime
there's
example.
certain women I can pick
I'll
up and
leave
hug
it
like
at
that.
this.
You can probably pick them up.
You know Docs.
What it is.
You know Docs.
But nobody
Brick
else
City
does.
Buddha.
Nobody else knows who that is.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
Like,
give some context.
Nah, so he's a
he's a
hood
hippie
shaman.
type nigga.
He's a hood
Okay, a
shaman.
hood
Like he
shaman.
really on some spiritual.
He's an
captive
extreme
feminist.
version of Baif. Like, if
He's
you can
not-
imagine
it's
a
not
skinnier Baif with
It's not
no
extreme.
locks.
Tap
Love
in
it.
with him, Brick City Buddha, but he got that kind of wave where he has women that hug him like that.
Oh, he just be
That
picking
he
up
hug
random
like
women
that.
in the street like
and
that?
his wife,
Oh, he's bad.
she's such an ill spiritual individual. They just have that chemistry.
That's a
Where
fact.
wherever they go, they light up a room and everybody love them. Because
And Booty,
they
you better not
fucking-
be fucking them bitches.
Yeah. Like,
He really not.
Yeah,
So
boy.
it's like
I don't know. I don't know him. I can't get
I'll
test
send
to
you
none
the
of
page
that.
and all that.
Yeah.
Like keep it real.
No
Like,
I
comment.
still don't know him.
I
I don't.
He's
I don't vouch
a
for
nice
nobody.
enough.
I'll
He's a nice
send you the
enough guy.
page and you
I
judge for
don't
yourself.
really
But some
agree with
people
most of the
just-
things in his lifestyle, so I
Some
can't
people
really,
just got the wave and some people don't. And the people that don't
Yeah.
got the wave will never know.
yeah,
They'll just never
Right.
know.
yeah. Everybody's just hugging
know.
everybody
Next
over there.
comment. Next
on to
point.
something.
Yeah.
We've spent enough time on this topic.
Go hug somebody's wife.
So we were just talking about disrespect. Shakur Stevenson obviously felt disrespected by Kim and Mace.
He
Mad
started
tweets.
it. But
He
And they
started it.
kept going.
I felt like he started it.
Did he start it?
Y'all see
Yeah.
the video with
I sent it
was-
from the first night. He absolutely started it.
Wasn't he tight? Because they said his fights was
They
boring or something?
critiqued his fights.
But
he
they're
took it somewhere
analysts.
else. Yeah. They do
Yeah.
a sports, you know what I mean? Shout out to It Is What It Is. They do a sports show. They critique his fights. Everybody can have an opinion on what you do in the ring or the field or the court. His fights
Regardless.
are boring. And I'm, Newark all day, but his fights are boring.
Everybody everywhere can have an opinion about whatever.
Yeah,
but
that's
his
a fact.
fights are boring.
His fights are
Right?
boring.
If most people find it boring, cool. Now his insecurity, because it's not that just they said, it's that everyone said it.
Yes.
So
He
he,
was saying it while the fight was going on.
They were booing.
yeah. I
So
mean,
that was a little out of context, but I felt like the boos were partially because of the dude he was fighting didn't want to engage at some point.
Oh, okay.
He was losing that bad. He was losing bad that last fight.
but if I give Shakur Stevenson any advice,
Take it away.
keep fighting exactly how you fight. Keep
That's
winning.
your advice?
That's my advice.
I was not expecting that.
Keep winning. Keep getting whatever money you can get, because you know what's gonna happen. The minute you switch up and shit don't go out in your favor,
They
they're gonna have something to say.
boring and shit.
Yeah, they're gonna have something to say regardless.
The
Make your money how you make your money. Don't feel like I gotta be this exciting fighter and do all this.
that
Look-
sounds crazy.
No, but
That's
listen.
terrible advice. Go ahead.
Because-
Sorry.
Once you get out of your element, You change up when you want to change up. Don't change it when nobody else force you to. You're going to fuck up that way. So just keep winning how you win. And you know what? You may not get the biggest bag or whatever you want like that, but
What is the purpose?
he's getting paid. He's
from
making
a
billions doing it.
Fighting on TBS.
From
He's
a
making
health,
millions doing it.
He's on Lifetime.
Compared to most fighters, he's doing well.
Crazy. From a health perspective, I agree with you. If you're trying to walk away from boxing with all your facilities intact
And teeth.
yeah, then my
Sure.
nigga keep doing it like that.
So
You
my
could
thoughts-
live a comfortable life. But dog, you're never going to get booked for the bigger fights.
Bruh.
It doesn't matter how many fights you win, because at the end of the day, they're going to ask you, what do you bring to the table? How
Yes.
many eyes can you get? And it's not that much. People don't want to watch.
But when you switch up and you get knocked the fuck out, you're not getting a bigger fight anyway.
Shakur, do not take that advice, bro.
I'm
Do
telling
not
you.
take that advice.
Are you
Fight how
saying
fight.
Be more entertaining. You have to entertain in the boxing ring. You can't just be a good boxer. You have to entertain. Tank is entertaining as fuck.
He is.
And you know what? If you want to listen to Darnell,
But that's Tank
knock
style.
niggas out. That's what you should do.
and
That's Tank style,
I
though.
could say,
Change your style.
would you
Knock a
say
nigga out.
Mayweather's an
Crazy.
exciting boxer to watch?
He was.
Early on in his
Early
career.
on?
Yeah.
When he was Pretty Boy. Yeah.
So when he became Money Mayweather and he had the whole shell defense and all that other stuff,
He always had that.
niggas
he did.
were watching more so because of the shit outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a way you could have both. If you're not going to switch up the way you fight, if you're not going to punch more and you're not going to be more like offensive or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
then like dog, you got to turn it up. Like maybe that's what he was doing with the Twitter shit, because that got
But
some attention.
And you
the
know
wrong
what?
attention though.
That is the wrong attention, but it's attention.
Yeah.
and everybody's not the same.
Because now more people's talking about it than actually watch the people that watch the
yeah,
fight.
word.
Because I didn't watch
Yeah.
the fight.
Everybody's not the same. So it's like you're gonna go and try to be something else.
You should have watched the fight, Brad. It was on
Nah,
PBS.
I was busy.
Is that so? Let me ask you a question though. Is that
I was in the bar- I was
is
in
that
the
him
bar
not
and
being
shit.
him,
Like,
or is that
yeah.
him basically
Every bar.
protecting the persona? Because there's a lot of fighters that like
Where the
they
hell was
are
I?
in a box because this is what makes sense in terms of optics for sponsors or the WBC or whoever it is. Like you want to look a certain way. Because I mean, wasn't Shakur there with the whole takeoff shit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like I mean,
does
we
that
don't
mean?
we don't really know who he is outside of like this. I don't want to say clean cut, but
Nah, he had a fight at a gas station. You know that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My thing is like you just gotta be, because when you start trying to be something else and do this, and that's when you form, and that's when they gonna say something anyway.
however you do it, you got to get people to give a fuck.
Knock people out. Be more entertaining. Show a bit more of your personality.
But if that's not his style, right? If he's never been a knock motherfuckers out fighter,
And that's a problem, to be very honest.
right? And early on, most people are,
Yeah.
and that's the whole thing, how they get attention.
And he
they
does
knock
have some
people out.
knockouts. I definitely don't want to discredit his boxing ability.
But if you start going out there and he start trying to go hunt for a knockout and this and that, that's the quickest way for you to get knocked out. And it
Yeah,
sounds
but-
trash and like boring, but like
You know what? Listen,
what you
he's
do,
There's
fight
a
your
done
fight.
with his top rank contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a free agent right now. Now it's time to show and prove. You can go to any boxing promoter group you want to. You should be able to get the fights you've been begging for. It's time to show and prove.
Yeah, he's young enough. He's gonna get something.
But there are a lot of
27.
people who are saying like it's going to be harder for him to book those fights because again, if you're talking about draws, like a boxer has but so many fights that until he's out of the game. Like, at what point do you prioritize money over like legacy or whatever the fuck it is?
But I don't think the problem isn't him getting the fights. The problem is the purse for the fights, right? So now you go to fight a Tank, and Tank's like, well, my pay-per-views are doing this. You're on PBS,
But
so I
that's
want
what I'm saying.
80. You get 20,
Right.
right?
You can't sell a fight.
And that's when he has to kind of be like, all right, because it is what it is at that point.
Yeah.
But you don't get that fight at all if you go try to fight another style and you start losing.
He got to be
That's a
confident
good
enough
point.
in his ability
Like I think
to go out there and do what he needs.
But I'm sure he's
got
been
like
fighting that
4
same
mil
exact
for
way
that
every time.
Mayweather fight. So
Yeah.
I mean,
And
But
mind
Berto's-
you,
yeah.
and mind you, the guy he
Berto,
fought,
he's good.
the guy he fought, because people were hoping he would at least knock him out, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy he fought his last fight, he got knocked out by Frank Martin, who Tank just dominated. Come on, man. Now I don't want to see you against Tank.
Yeah, I mean, if that's not his,
So the
fight,
guy
that's not
he
his fight.
beat just got beat by.
By the guy Tank knocked out in the 8th.
Right, but
Okay, I
Tank
can
knocked him out, and that guy
So-
knocked him out. But this guy took Shakur to 12. Paul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Berto got stopped mad times,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Robert Garcia,
Yes.
Soto Karass,
Yes.
Victor Ortiz.
He was an entertaining fighter, though.
Huh?
He was an entertaining fighter.
Super entertaining fighter.
Yes.
Mayweather didn't stop him. That doesn't mean that those guys were, you know what I mean?
Mayweather whipped his ass, though.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
Shakur whipped this guy's ass.
I think there's something to be said for fighters that, like, you know, and again, this isn't health advice, but like, you know, you go out on your shield, you put on a fight, people are paying to watch you fight. Of course, protect yourself. Of course, all these other things, but
That guard on your shield, fam. You supposed
How
to be so
many-
ill you don't have to use the
yeah,
shield too much.
But how long are you going to, you know what I mean? Try to protect yourself in
Right.
terms of like, you know what I mean?
But we talking like extremes as like America. Like, got to get everything and all this money, right?
Yeah.
If he's getting $15 million for 3 fights,
Is he?
he's
Was
okay.
was that his deal with Top
That's
Rank?
what Top Rank just offered him, right?
To come back.
Yes.
15 for 3?
Yes.
That's not bad.
It's not that bad. If
It's not-
Y'all
You're
say
gonna be
that
okay.
when Tank is up 250 M's or some
That's
shit.
fine.
Okay, of course, but what he's saying is he's not
It's
Tank.
totally cool.
And he's basically, he can continue to accumulate these. It's going to be a longer road.
But he's never-
It's going to take him a while
It's a
to get to that
different road.
200, but it's safer. And again, he's probably going to still be able
They
to talk.
say he's one of the top 10 pound for pound boxers in the world.
Who?
Shakur.
Uh-huh.
Maybe even top 5.
Yeah.
If you are top 5 and you think in your mind maybe even number 1, and that guy's making 200 million, you just got offered 15, that's a problem.
But you're judging the
mean-
wrong metric because it's like he
Yeah.
might be top 5 in terms of skill, but is he top 5 in terms of draw?
It's only one way we find out. He got to go out there and show it.
But $15 million from Newark?
Nigga, that's and so this goes back to being
51
relevant.
already.
What do you mean
That's
15
your
million from
idea.
Newark?
15 million from anywhere.
You
Yeah,
won.
15 million
That's
from
y'all
anywhere is lit.
idea. That is not what he
But it's
thinks.
extra money when you're from Newark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the boy
You-
from
you
Baltimore
said
got
it.
250.
That's wild. He would have won at $15 million too.
But like Tank,
But he ain't
Tank
going
is
for
a
15.
more exciting fighter, and I get
Far
what you were
more.
talking about.
Baby Tyson.
And there's so much that goes into it because there's knockout artists, right, that aren't getting anywhere near the money that Tank is getting. A lot of it goes into like the right time, right promoter, right look, right. So much goes into it. Like that, like people look at that and they go, oh, well, that's what it should be. And it's like there's a whole gamut.
Shakur's looking at it
From
and
the-
saying that though.
And-
That's what he's telling us.
Right. And all I'm saying is like if you keep like, oh, well, it has to be that, and you switch up, once you fuck up, it ain't nobody's gonna be like, yo, at least he tried. Nobody's gonna say at least you tried when you
If
lose.
he don't switch up, then it's 15 million on the table. And,
Hey,
and
man.
maybe that's the most you get.
And that's
But
okay.
Wait,
I don't think it is.
what happens if he loses?
Not for him.
What do you mean?
What's the bread look like if he loses?
It probably
Less than
drastically
15.
changes. Cause now not only did they see you as boring before, but now you lost and
You're
you're
boring and a loser.
Let me
Fam,
ask you a
just
question.
keep
So,
keep
yeah,
on course.
He
I
has to
agree
pay
with
his
you.
own trainers and shit out that 15.
Yes.
Of course.
But I mean, my nigga, it's 15. You're not talking about UFC.
I'm
fighters
not
Y'all
that-
saying-
saying
No,
y'all saying that, but again, his lifestyle may
I got more.
be way more than
Right, but that's something that we
His
gotta
skill level
evaluate.
is saying I want way more than 15. I'm
Yeah,
worth
well,
way more than
nigga,
15.
you gotta
I
do.
should have.
You gotta have a $15 million dollar lifestyle. You can't have a $200 million
You
dollar
can
lifestyle.
if you go earn 200.
Yo,
Yeah, you can't have a Tank Devin Haney lifestyle, my nigga. You
We
gotta
f-
have a.
go ahead. We feel like we're the best podcast, funniest podcast on the planet. We say it all the time, right?
We do.
Joe Rogan gets how many hundreds of million
Oh
or
my
whatever?
God.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do? Start potting like Joe Rogan?
We're not potting until we get paid.
Like what?
If we could get any guest we
Listen.
want, I'd say let's go get him. No, don't get me wrong. I would pod like Joe. Shit.
Nigga, if they pulled
Get all
up with
them-
15 million, like next time y'all pull up to the studio, you're gonna see the red fucking curtain and shit in the table. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Shakur, man, Big Nork, all that, but nah.
And I'll
Fight
give you
some-
even more advice. Stay the fuck away from Tank. Leave him alone. That's your last fight before you retire.
That's fucked up.
That might be good advice.
I'm dead serious.
That might be good advice.
Because
And then
He got to get high profile
once
fights.
he gets
though.
a loss, it's gonna be bad. He can't lose.
You got to get high profile fights.
and then him picking a fight with Cam and Mace was like the worst. Like if you're
And
gonna
then
do
Cam said,
anything,
"I'll slap you."
Yeah, Cam
That
was like,
buyout.
he was like, don't
That's
get
crazy to be a
don't get
boxing
boxing
get
and the street mixed up. I expect to fight.
Cam is
like,
right on that one
yeah.
too, though.
He's very
Cam
right
is
about
absolutely
that.
right.
He's very
Don't mix those
Yeah.
two up. Leave them boys alone. That's all.
Yeah, why argue with these niggas? We get more money than you. We gonna offer you a job. We gonna smack you. It's like they're better at talking shit than you too. You should
That's
just.
Far better.
Mace got to keep the cowboy hat on though.
Hilarious.
Mace is hilarious.
Yeah.
And Shakur, and for
getting
him
a
to
little
say Mace,
crazy up there.
for him to talk about Mace's ability, his rap ability was crazy to me.
He's young.
He's just young.
Yeah.
He don't know how ill Mace was, but whatever.
So Mace's take about Bronny taking him to Dykeman and shit was mad funny, and like I agreed with. It was like OD funny. Mace is a great podcaster.
Man,
I never thought I'd say that.
He's a person.
he got a lot better.
Yeah.
Bronny, it's like he just got to take his bumps.
I think we said that though.
Yeah, you got to, and it's like,
None of this is a surprise.
I think the lower you put him, the worse it's going to be. You put him in,
You said throw him right out there though.
I say keep him in the NBA,
Yes.
right? Because if you put him in the G League, them motherfuckers is hungry, and they're going to try to make an example out of him.
I think he got to stay on the NBA too.
Keep him in the NBA. And you going to have games, he mad turnovers, he messed up here and there. Play him.
Basically, just protect him.
Yeah, because if you don't protect him, it's gonna get bad. He's gonna get exposed down there,
In summer league, he already getting exposed.
and it's like he's not built for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not built for those environments. He's built for a full-on like team that with plays and shit like that. Like playing summer
I
league.
think a system.
Yeah, like he's doing like 4 blocks, steals, defense, like all the right things, and he's passing the ball. But you passing the ball to anybody who like, yo, I'm not on the team. I don't have a guaranteed contract. I'm trying to get a bucket. I'm not. I don't care what your play is. I'm trying to do something for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And he's playing in
shine.
a team environment. He played at USC, and it's a similar thing. It was like 2 or 3 of them were seniors getting ready to go.
Yeah.
And then it was Isaiah Collier who got drafted like 17 or whatever like that.
He was nice.
And it's like they all looking out for themselves. Like, I'm trying to go to the league. I think he'll be better once he's on the team. Like, oh, we're all here. Nobody's trying to like.
So you think
Nobody.
he doesn't
It's not
have
a
that
tryout.
fire?
Right now, he's playing with a bunch of people trying out, and he's
Right.
not trying out.
You think he doesn't have that fire because he always kind of low-key felt like his spot was guaranteed?
Nah.
No. I don't think. I think it's a style of play.
I think he has more, a lot of fire.
No, because you're saying that everybody around him was more so focused on being
Nah,
seen.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
driven by money. I think it's for the love of basketball. And now
I think he got
trying
one
to see that
contract in
He
him.
wants to like.
Nah.
He wants to.
He does
He
3
knows
years
there's
and
naysayers.
he's out of here.
So
He
he's
can play
trying to
well.
Journeyman?
play against that
And I'll tell you why.
and prove
Because
I can
that
see
he
that.
is that good.
he plays the game the right way. Like he does that.
like
that
teamwork
part.
and fundamentals and shit.
It
is
doesn't
cool.
work when everybody else ain't playing. Like if you go to the park and you try to, all right, we're gonna run this pick and roll and
Nobody else is doing that.
it
ain't
don't
gonna
work.
problem.
It only works when the full
Nigga,
team is
obviously,
aboard.
teamwork only works when niggas is doing teamwork.
And this nigga is working as a team with a bunch of individuals all the time.
And they
No
trying,
play.
they trying to get signed.
Yeah.
I think he's got one contract. I think he got
Nah.
3 to 5 years in the league, and then he's out of there.
They gonna what you call it? I think that first year or two, but before Bron leave, Bronny's gonna be good.
What's good then? Then we got to set an expectation.
Okay, we can say good is
Give me a comparable player.
he'll be 7th or 8th in the rotation.
Ooh,
I think that's high.
I think that's very high.
Yeah.
So you think he's the equivalent to like a strong backup point guard, like
Yes.
the dude on the Knicks, T.J. McConnell. You think he's like a T.J. McConnell?
Nah.
TJ McConnell's good.
Yeah, teach him
Right?
hoop.
Nah. But I mean, he's definitely going to be a backer. He can be, like they're saying, Deuce McBride and stuff like that. Like Deuce McBride is still like fairly young, so I think that's a
It's not a good
tough kind of comparison. But like Patrick Beverly has been in the league for a
I
long
was thinking
time.
Patrick Beverly.
That's a terrible comparison. Mr.
I'm not-
94 feet. First of all, he could hoop in college.
He can, right?
Ronnie was averaging 4 points and
Yeah, that's
2
true.
turnovers or some shit like that.
But Bronny was also playing a different style game. He
And
shouldn't
the
be
man
playing.
had a heart attack.
Bronny's gonna go, and
All right.
you don't have to worry about him doing nothing stupid. He's gonna make the right plays. He's gonna play defense, and a lot of times that's all you need from somebody as a backup point guard.
And the thing about a backup point guard in today's league, they end up logging minutes and because of injuries, usually have to step up and really play.
Yeah,
I don't
So
see
you think
him.
he's like a Tyus Jones?
I think that can be one of those. I think he can hit an open shot, right?
He was 0 for 8 today from 3.
When he's open.
8?
That's crazy.
That's a lot of shit.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of threes.
Yeah,
Anti-black for me to even say that, but yeah.
that's crazy. Damn, Bronny. Yeah, but he can hit an open shot. I think
0 for 8 is crazy.
he'll be around.
Okay.
Because he just does, he plays, he's been trained to play in the NBA the whole time. He's
Yeah.
not trained to play AAU ball, try to play. That's not him.
I see him third string and I see him as a third stringer. And you don't stay in the league long as a third stringer.
I think Bronny will be around for
And
a
he
little
ain't
bit.
even that
I
like,
say we
he's-
give
what
him
is
a
he?
chance.
A
Let's
small
wait.
6'3", 6'2"?
Has long arms, a crazy vertical.
If his defense ain't crazy, like Patrick Beverly, Mr. 94 feet, he would lock somebody up. I don't even see Bronny.
Jose Alvarado.
I think Jose's better than him.
I think Jose's better
Shout
than
out
him
to
too.
Queens. I think Jose's better.
Right? But Jose Alvarado's not tall. Like, he's just active.
Yeah.
And plays. All he has to do is try to be active.
Okay. Listen, I wish him the best. I really don't see
I
it.
want to see him do well.
So
I do too.
Really well. Like,
Okay.
real quick, because
Hope
I
he's
didn't get
off.
to ask you this before. There's like mad times, and it just progressively got worse. So what's good with your, you call him King Ryan, I was referring to him.
Used to call him King Ryan. Now he just Ryan.
Because
Ryan-
you're more familiar with him, or you're just,
No, because I don't support
disenchanted with-
racists.
oh,
So there's no problem with changing your stance on somebody. If somebody was once not racist and then shows themselves to be racist, then don't support them. Like Kanye, for instance. When you do dumb shit, I don't
try to flip
support
this.
you.
Don't try to
When you
flip this.
start doing dumb
Focus
shit,
on your mans.
I could just
Focus
okay,
on
so
your
I'll
mans.
focus on Ryan.
Please, don't try to flip
I'm not a
this.
supporter of Ryan. I think that he is a really good fighter, but I think that, and I also said after the Haney fight, and it's on wax, I said he has mental health issues. Somebody has to get him somewhere, get him some help, and I think he said he wanted to go to rehab. It been looked like he was on substance abuse, but you do dumb shit, I just don't support you. Ain't nothing wrong
So
with
is he
that.
a racist or is he an addict?
I think you could be both.
Both.
Yeah, I think he'd be both. I think he's a racist because his comments were they were racist comments, and I been thought he was an addict. He literally got popped for PEDs, but I think he's doing something.
Does a comment make you racist though?
Racist
Yes.
crackhead.
And you saw how he trashed the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got arrested. That was a hotel, I thought, right?
Nah, that was his crib.
That was his own crib.
That was his crib. His baby mama posted it and it was like, yo, like he comes back
Yeah,
here.
I think he on drugs.
Yeah,
What's
after
that black
partying
woman
for
he
days
took
and
a
wants to be a
picture with?
father.
I don't know. He took a picture with a black one.
Yeah, it was a black. He said, "I'm not racist." Look.
I mean, that's what racists do.
Yeah.
He's a racist, so call him what he is.
I never called that man no nigger.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with reversing how you feel about somebody. A lot of people used to like R. Kelly. They shouldn't now.
Yeah.
I don't blame them for it if they don't like him anymore.
Do y'all still support Biden with all the stuff happening, or?
I told you I was voting for Cornel West.
Cornell over there, I'm still now
Which-
voting for Biden.
Which you made me seem like I was crazy, and you came here for 6 years in a row bashing Biden, being pro-Trump, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm voting for Biden." And you've also said, "Yo, the problem with the black vote is that we just automatically give it away to the Democrats." And then when I say I'm voting for Cornel West, you're like, "Oh." Well.
So if you wanna like critique a political take, so what I say is black people, as a collective, don't do anything in terms of like with their vote. So if you're talking about, for instance, the Black Caucus, but I don't know if they're like actually like what they actually doing in terms of unifying people, or because of course all black people aren't like a monolith, but what are they doing in terms of pushing our agenda, or pushing like, you know, the things that matter to those communities, African American, or like, I don't know, like Caribbean or whatever, people
What's
of color.
our agenda?
Huh? Well, I mean, the stuff that matters to us as a people, like food deserts, quality of healthcare, things like that.
But you can't, like, even in this room, we all have different things that matter to us.
No, but everybody has like the same base needs. Everybody wants to eat a certain quality of food. Everybody
That's not
wants
true.
to.
Motherfuckers will go right to McDonald's and there'd be a health food spot next door.
That's a fact.
Okay, what I'm
That is
saying
not
to you
true.
is people want access to quality food. Whether or not you eat that all the time doesn't remove the fact that you would like access to quality food.
Yes.
And you would like the option of having that. You would also like the option of quality healthcare. You would also like the option to like have your children go to a quality school in your neighborhood and not have to go miles away or have to win a lottery or whatever the fuck, right? One day you'll have kids and
And
then
that was old Trump was giving all that.
I mean, there are things that Trump did for the black community that, listen, I understand that because his take on women's rights and shit like that, I don't agree with.
Yeah.
But
He didn't even know
what
the
person do you agree with 100%? Like, it's okay to say he did things for black people and we don't fuck with him. Like, dog, two things could be true. Like, this cult of we're not going to admit something that happened is crazy. He could donate money to a HBCU and you could still say you don't fuck with him and say this one thing he did that was this.
He didn't donate money to HBCU though. He didn't do that.
I believe he did though. We could look it up. I don't know if you.
There was money already allocated for HBCUs, and he just signed.
I
a
mean, we
bill.
could look it up because I know you don't have your laptop. I don't know if we, like, Jawan could look it up.
What you want me to look up?
He just
Whether
signed
or
the
not,
bill.
Trump
Look,
donated money.
He
to
said, you
HBCUs.
know, Reg start getting nervous. He like, oh yeah, so.
I'm just saying, look it up.
You should be saying
I'm not
shit.
gonna. I'm
Yeah,
not
there was
gonna
money.
say. I'm not going to say I'm absolutely right, but I'm not gonna automatically go with.
Reg,
Lamar.
I'm not going to sit there and say that he didn't. I'm not going to sit there and say he did a bunch for black people, but I do think his policies are more detrimental to us than Biden's, and so that's why I stay.
Of course, that's.
for Biden. Yeah.
I'm not
Even when it's
voting.
gaffes.
So at this point, like, let's be honest. I'm not voting for Biden. I'm just voting against Trump. That's not the same thing. Like, Biden doesn't even know where he's at. Like, I don't know what's going on with the
fucked up.
DNC. They're talking about switching it out and putting in a new candidate. Like, Son is not there anymore. What they're doing to him is not right. They should just let him sit down somewhere.
What I genuinely think, when he gets in office, that's when they'll somehow get him out. And
Think he gonna croak or resign? He could resign.
I mean, those are two very possible things, unfortunately. All right?
he could resign.
But they know, I feel like if the world is not ready, if they said Kamala Harris run versus Trump, the world's not ready for that.
But
So it's easier once he's in office for the vice president to take his place.
a lot of people are just voting against Trump right now. There aren't people voting for. It's not a lot of people just voting for Biden. It's getting tougher and tougher to say I'm voting for this person versus I'm just voting against.
But the most hated person on the planet is a black woman.
Always. That's always gonna be the case.
So motherfuckers who was I'm voting against Trump, they'd be like,
I don't.
you
I
know
don't
what?
think people.
Okay, so
I don't
this
think
is-
people are voting for. Kamala.
So basically, Donald Trump signed the bill, but he wasn't active in making the bill. He just was in office.
Yeah,
for the
it was
time
already
he signed.
allocated.
It was already allocated.
The
And
money
he
was
signed
already
it.
allocated.
Got into
yeah,
it.
he signed a bill for already allocated money.
this is when Reg still goes, well, he could have not signed it.
But
He
that's
didn't
a fact.
donate everything.
That's like Eric
Well,
Adams
he
taking.
didn't
That's like
sign
Eric
it,
Adams
it wouldn't
taking
have been
credit
active.
for the development of the World Trade Center.
Okay, but what I'm saying is he signed it though, right?
Loophole Larry living the great.
What money did he donate?
Nigga don't live by his
didn't.
own
No, no.
standard.
What do you mean? I'm not. Okay, so if we're talking factually,
No, you
'cause
used to be using TikTok
he
news.
didn't.
The same
Wait,
news that
hold
you
on.
accused by
He
you
didn't.
folks.
He didn't personally allocate the money. Fine, but he signed off on the money being given.
What else?
Even
you
if it's
doing?
not his idea, if he signed off on it,
Well-
then he did give the money.
They all do that though. Like
All
Obama
right,
did. The
can
same
we
thing.
look up
Yeah.
things that
Something good
Trump did
Trump
for the
did.
black community or whatever? Can we look that up, please?
Sure.
Help me, please.
No, I'm not saying.
Help.
It's not a help
Help.
thing.
I'm
What I'm
drowning.
saying is-
Help.
What I'm saying, there's nobody that's 100% perfect. There's nobody that's 100% whatever. Because we could talk about Biden's record. Hold on. What I'm saying is I'm not, because we keep getting into this thing where I'm a Trump fan. I'm not a Trump fan.
I think we're saying that.
You're a Biden
I'm saying,
hater.
no, I'm not a Biden hater. I am a person that is not affiliated with anybody, and I am making my mind up based off of the facts that are being presented to me.
So I did that, and you judged me.
No,
chose
but you're
Cornel
throwing your
West.
vote away. That's
No, I'm not.
not the same shit.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that
Throw
far.
my vote away.
Okay, so what are the chances that Cornel wins the election?
Technically, he's doing the same thing you're doing. If you really want to be technical, he's just not. He's
No.
voting against Trump in a sense.
No, we're not doing the same thing because
Yes.
actually a vote for Cornel West could actually, well, you're doing it in a safe
crazy
that's
picture.
safe to do.
Where
you're
were
doing
you
it-
this day, Reg?
Yeah, I was somewhere in the
Behind
background.
him,
and
behind all of them.
When you're doing it in like a blue state, so it's fine. But if you're doing it in a battleground state, it would be very detrimental.
But
It
it's
would
not.
actually have the. But you understand what I'm saying? It would have the opposite desired effect.
But he's not.
Yeah. So in
So it
the
doesn't really have
real
that effect.
thing, I'm voting against Trump,
Yeah.
not the hypothetical.
So
Reg
it's a
wrote.
moral victory. Like I mean, so you get to go home, pat yourself on the back, and
But technically,
Isn't
you
that-
get a moral victory.
Yeah.
You just don't get Trump in.
What are you talking about?
that's not a moral victory. It's like both people suck, and I'm just picking the lesser of two evils to me.
Darnell is actually not picking. He's picking the lesser than of all of them.
He could.
He's truly
he could
picking the
literally-
lesser of two evils.
I
You picking
understand,
one of the
I
evils.
understand. Darnell could literally not do anything, and it would be the same effect.
So you could literally not do anything, and it'll be the same effect.
In a blue state, actually, yeah,
Yeah. So there you go. You don't have to do it.
Difference.
I could
You're
just
still
not
choosing.
vote. Yeah.
It's no difference. Yeah, it's
You
literally.
just don't like voting for black people.
What?
Cornell is black. But no, I saw Biden's
Umar
gap.
don't fuck with him.
Biden is old. I mean, that's not news at this point, is it? He's in his 80s.
Because I mean, Kamala it's not like Kamala did black people any favors either. I mean, now I know she's on BET and doing all that other shit. But when she was in Congress, she was like
I don't like the way you
locking
say her
niggas
name.
up to be, huh?
I like the way you say her name.
I don't really give a fuck. But
Wait up, you said when she was in Congress, what?
when she was when she was
This racist
in, she was a congresswoman, right? And she was she signed
She's a senator, if I'm not
senator,
mistaken.
my bad. And she was signing laws that basically like was like forced labor in prison camps. She was locking niggas up.
I don't know if that's
But-
true, Reg.
No, it
She
is.
was
Look it up.
pardoned-
She was
she
locking them up?
pardoned Biden for signing,
No, she was for harsher laws for nonviolent offenders. I mean, you could look some of this shit up. I could
that's
be
not-
wrong. Please look it up.
That's not actually locking people up. That's something very different.
You're for locking niggas up that have nonviolent offenses. You're for putting them to work for corporations or whatever it is.
You just said you
Which
just
is
added
forced
something there
labor.
that you didn't say before.
So because Biden didn't put them in prisons and make
No,
them work
Biden
as slaves,
locked plenty of
him-
niggas up,
him
by the way.
signing the crime bill is still okay with niggas?
No, I'm the one who said it wasn't okay with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
okay
said
enough for him to
everybody.
vote
I
for
said
him.
everybody has to do additional research on that because a lot of black communities were asking for that. But you know, what I mean,
Because
dog, take whatever stance you want.
if you go to a black community and you present them with like juke statistics and all that other shit, of course they're gonna vote to like lock niggas up. But like you're presenting them with a band-aid. You're not presenting them with like a fucking solution. Because if you want to take care of poverty and you want to take care of crime and all that other shit, you give them something decent to eat. You'd improve the schools. Like all of the budgets that you're
Agree with
putting
all
into
that.
prisons, you would actually put it somewhere.
Agree with all
and there's research that already says it, so you already know the answer. You just
Yes.
don't really give a fuck.
No, I genuinely don't think it's that people don't give a fuck. I think that the time that it takes, they're not allowed that with terms,
That's
right?
true.
Because you spend your entire first term, then those first 4 years.
He was
just-
in Congress
Let
at
me
that
finish.
time.
Right? You spend the entire first 4 years or whatever term just securing the next term, right? Then everything that you do in the second term gets overturned by the person who comes in
Behind
next.
you.
And the stuff that we're talking about, better in schools, better food and stuff like that, that's 20-year plans
When
that people need to institute.
when he was doing the crime bill, he was in Congress.
I mean, I'll say this.
There's people who've been in Congress for their whole fucking lives. Like it's not a
Long
time
time.
limit. You just making a choice of what's expedient.
Right.
No, they got to
But
keep
you-
running.
but you-
They gotta
hold
keep
on.
running, though.
Because now you're mixing a bunch of shit together because you're talking about the crime bill. But after that, you said you want better schools, you want better food, all that stuff that you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you understand the executive branch doesn't just do that by itself. Congress has to approve these budgets and so on and so forth. So when like certain things come up, like for instance, SNAP benefits and so on and so forth, Congress votes on that shit. It's not the president signing anything.
Right. But now, educate me. So Congress gets this because somebody brings the bill to Congress, right?
Yes.
So now to bring the bill to Congress, right, and get it approved, you have to obviously appease to Congress.
Yeah, you're a part of Congress, so obviously you have to work across the aisle and you have to do certain things. And in a lot of these bills, what they do is, if you really want something, so say Amar really wanted some type of food stamp increase or something, inside his bill, I might sneak in some type of weapons contract or something like that to basically get my own agenda like approved and pushed through whatever. So then niggas will go back and forth and negotiate all of these like personal interest shit because like, they're lobbyists, niggas get kickbacks, all types of shit. Niggas will retire from Congress and then go get a cushy job at Lockheed or some shit like that. All of that is great, right? Get your money however you're gonna get it. But what I'm saying is let's not pretend like if they really wanted to make a change, they couldn't. Like their arms aren't tied behind their backs.
But I also don't put all of that on one person. Like that's not all Joe Biden's fault, right? And what I will say in regards to Joe Biden is he has a long career of civil servitude. He's been congressman, vice president, now president. One of the major issues I had with Trump and will continue to have is he's never tried to serve people. He's only served himself, right? He was never a civil servant before
you
becoming
being
president.
in Congress doesn't necessarily make you a person that's serving other people because you could
A
basically
politician
be
is
there.
a civil servant. That's
Yeah,
the
but
job.
like how many politicians are there and it's just self-serving?
Probably a bunch, right? And I'm not
Look
saying
at Bob Menendez.
And
That's
I'm
the
not
problem.
saying, and I'm not saying Joe Biden didn't gain personally from being a politician, but again, he devoted his life. Damn, what was that?
Thunder.
Okay, he devoted his life
Yeah,
to
God
civil
don't fuck with
servitude.
what you're saying.
He devoted his life to civil servitude, so he was for a long time working on different bills. And everybody brings up that one bill. He probably has 50 of them he's been a part of, and a dozen or so he's authored. But Trump only ever tried to serve
Because,
himself.
he just flipped on you and your mans and them recently.
Tell us about it. What you talking about?
No, because, he was anti-gay marriage and shit, like, just, I think, in his, the first time he ran for president, when he was vice president with Obama, the first time they ran, he openly said he was against, like, gay marriage and shit.
And then he changed his stance?
Yeah, when it was, like, politically expedient.
Okay.
People change their stances.
Yeah.
When it's convenient for them.
Maybe.
Like, I mean, you change just, or maybe it's consistent, or I don't know what's going on. But what I'm saying is, it's one thing for a person to evolve when there's more information. I'm totally with that.
Absolutely.
But if your evolution strictly comes at like a time that's like beneficial for your career, like, dog, it's disingenuous, number one. Number two, it's cool to have all of these moral victories for the black community, right? But at the end of the day, who's really being helped? We could clap it up, we could like throw like parties, and we could make Juneteenth a national holiday, but at the end of the day, when niggas go back to school, it's still a shitty fucking school. Who cares?
We all agree on that. But all I say is Trump wouldn't help any of our agendas. Biden might. So that's all. That's why I'm still going to vote for Biden.
And you know who definitely
Biden might,
will?
but he's been there for a minute.
You know who definitely will? Cornel West.
Yo, you know who else would do it? Like fucking like Jesus, but like he's not gonna win neither. So
And Biden has done a lot in his 4 years.
Jesus won a
as
long time
president.
ago.
He's been one
Watch
of the,
your mouth.
and he's gonna come back one day, right? Let y'all tell it. Biden has.
Oh shit. You
Biden
talking about
has
Jesus.
Oh, now you
talk about
should.
Jesus. I can talk about Jesus. But Biden has done a lot in his 4 years, though. He's been one of the, to me, one of the most active presidents. His American Recovery Act has been one of the most substantial bills we've ever seen. So, I mean,
I
you
wouldn't
gotta
call
do
him
your
the
work.
most active president.
You gotta do your research. You gotta do your research. You gotta see
when you
what
see
he did.
Biden, he screams active.
Look at the bills. You was talking about the.
Oh, I
bills.
mean,
You
like,
talked about a bill.
physically active.
He working. That's why he
Look
can
at the TikTok news.
You know what I mean?
He wears hokas though.
He definitely wears the hokas.
Where's the
He
hokas?
sleep.
But yeah, Biden's done a lot.
They're sturdy. Keep him standing.
But what is this man with 1,000 kids?
Oh, you ain't see it?
Nah, man, I've been out of the
I was supposed to watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
I didn't.
I know I'm the one who said to watch it.
Yo. And
I had a
people-
personal emergency.
We gonna skip it then. Wait a minute. I don't know
Nah, I
nothing
gotta
about
give
it.
context.
You gotta give
Please
context.
give some
Not
context.
give
A man with
context.
1,000 kids.
This is the type of shit that Reg does.
What they say?
Reg hits the chat.
Let's break the fourth wall.
Reg hits the chat. He's like, yo, make sure y'all watch it. Man with 1,000 kids. Everybody gotta see it.
What's it on?
I said, all right.
Netflix. He included that too. He said, check it out on Netflix tonight.
Yes, I said, all right. I'm actually watching it now. I'm about to finish it soon. So now that was over a week ago.
Yeah, I was about to say, 'cause that was for last week.
Now,
Yeah.
Reg has not watched The Man with 1,000 Kids after saying, let's watch The Man with 1,000 Kids.
What?
So when I sent it, Brad, I fucked up, and I'll admit I fucked up. I was supposed to watch it, and I had some shit come up, and I just never got around to it.
The way you said it, it was like you
Yeah.
watched
Like he watched it
Yeah,
already.
man.
Like, yo, this shit is fire.
Yo, that shit is crazy. You gotta see it. And I was just like, oh, all right.
Give me
No,
a little
I'm saying
context.
watch for it
Is
'cause
it
the
truly
show-
about a man with and how does a man have 1,000 kids?
So it is about a man with 1,000 kids. Essentially, dude was a sperm donor, and he was
That's what I thought it was.
he was operating both in the facilities, like going to the actual sperm clinics or whatever, the donor clinics, and he was doing the private shit where you could like search people online for a donor,
Okay.
and he'd go and he would. They said he was like extra courteous. Like he went to some people's crib and like, all right, or you come to his house and he comes out with a little jar for you.
They were just buying his kids?
They're just buying them from him. And then they'd ask him, and he'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I only have like 2 or 3. And then they start to find out there was more and more, because he started popping up like other sites. So he'd pop in like South Africa. He was doing these YouTube videos.
There's the SVU
He'd be like, oh
episode
yeah,
like
I'm in
this.
South Africa.
So
But he
trying this
wasn't
out.
'Cause I
raping
think-
nothing.
And then
I
he's in
think-
Germany, and then he's here.
Nah, he was just giving away just mad cups.
His kids.
And then they start to find out because the women start to connect. And I wasn't giving out. They would legit search him and be like, oh, he looks like a decent human being. His bio is good. He has nice hair. He has blue eyes. Like, that's the guy we want to be the father of our child. So lesbians or guys who don't work and they need their wife to get pregnant,
They
whatever.
call him.
Right. And he come to the house in the bathroom, take care of it if you have to, or He bring it out and like, all right, get home quick. You gotta keep it warm. One woman said she was driving with it between her legs to like keep it warm. Ran into traffic and said, fuck. Pulled over on the side under the bridge, inseminated herself right there. Boom.
Damn.
In the car.
In the car. I need this.
I need this. It's crazy.
But then they find out, oh shit, he don't have just like 2 or 3.
Yeah, because
Like,
I think you're supposed to register.
So you should have just did more research.
Can't
Where's their
do much
database?
research?
No, because they found out after the fact, right? So
Yes.
how'd that happen?
They found out after the fact.
People were just, I'm assuming, saying, I bought some of his kids.
Right. And then I guess there's like communities of like buying kids. And one woman,
Rooms.
here's how it happened. One woman at work, her coworker got inseminated and found it was the same guy.
Damn.
So they both been inseminated by the same nigga.
And they were like, oh, well, it's cool. Like, I guess they were raising like siblings type of stuff.
Yo, that happened at my cousin's job, but it was a little different though.
And then they started, to think, and they was like, oh, well, you know, if he said 2, then like I'm one, you know?
And who else?
So then they found like another like 8 in their neighborhood or some shit like that he had gotten. And then he goes out to like different countries, Mexico, Africa, some in the States.
Why is he doing this?
Germany. That's
Money.
what he wanted to do. It's not just money. I think and then it got really weird because his videos were almost like, not how-tos, but kind of like getting to know your dad. Like, oh, here's the things that I like and here's the things that I don't like. He was doing these YouTube videos. So all these kids essentially can watch this and see their dad.
Is he living?
Yeah, he's living,
But he probably just did it for the money, right?
right?
That's sick.
No.
How much money did he get for that?
Because he was inseminating people like on the whim. Like we in the street and like somehow you strike up a conversation at the bar. You're like, oh yeah, you want a kid? All right. And like, and bring you some.
For free?
I don't know, but it was cheap. He wasn't like, he was a cheap alternative, especially from going to like the fertility clinic.
So
Yeah, he was wilding. If it didn't
like-
work, he just keep going. Like, oh, you need more.
like if you felt like you like had a situation where you needed
But
that, you'd call up Micheal Ealy or
and then
My stuff worked.
I'm just saying,
I
cause
got
like
kids.
I was saying.
I
you're
don't think
saying,
I need
like,
some stunt.
a
kid.
stunt double. A
Yeah, I
stunt
don't
nigga.
think I don't need that.
A stunt nigga.
he wilded out him because he had his mans who was doing it too,
A stunt cuckold.
right? Sometimes they got
A stunt
together
nigga.
Stunt cuckold.
and they mixed it,
Oh, nah. So
and it's like you don't know who the kid dad is.
niggas is
Yo,
regular.
I'm not even
roulette?
joking.
With the kids?
Yeah, they
man,
like
that's
took it
disgusting.
to and they
Oh no, niggas is freaks.
Put it in the
Okay.
blender, the
Okay.
martini,
yeah.
shaking.
Jesus
Nah.
Christ.
But
Nah,
then
niggas is just deviants at this point. Never mind.
then he what you call it?
Crazy.
When they actually found out, they
what?
took him.
What is it beyond that? Like you're just driving past that. Like that's not the craziest fucking part of the whole shit.
It is, but I mean, you want to know how the story ends.
Yeah, sure, go. I'm not
Um,
watching this shit.
so there's a limit
I'm good.
in each like country or whatever. Like
How many kids you can?
how much you can donate.
Okay.
So then, once they were able to track down and prove that he still donated and passed a certain amount,
Lock
they
him
took
up.
him to court.
Yeah.
I think the fine was like up to $100,000, and then I forgot what else, like some years in jail. But they basically gave him like probation and like basically don't do it no more.
Just stop.
Next time you do it, it's gonna be 100,000 or whatever. So that's kind of where it ends. But they think he's still out there doing it under like different names. And then the real thing is like you can't really do anything about it. It's his body.
And if they keep
He's not
accepting
hurting
it-
nobody.
Yeah.
And he was like, there's a few people like women complaining and stuff like that, but the rest of them like, I've given you a kid that you wouldn't be able to have before, so like they're grateful for me. That's his take on it. But he was out there wilding.
All right.
Literally anybody. He was just like flea market with his shit.
Well, I'm glad I didn't watch it then.
Yeah, me too. I'm a-
Thanks for the
But
recommendation.
you
Tell me
just
to watch.
but you just said that you were watching it already when I made the suggestion, so you was gonna see it either way.
But he could have probably quit watching it.
Nah, he was
That's
gonna.
But now you
That's
co-signed
not
it.
This
even
is the
Like,
shit he
ah.
watches in his spare time. He was gonna
No,
watch
he
it
told
regardless
me to
of
watch it and I
suggestion.
turned it on. That's why I said I'm watching
You
it now.
said you were already watching it.
I'm not watching that. I'm good on
You was already watching it before I said anything.
No. Nice try. Just moral of the story.
So-
Red just full of shit
Wait,
a lot,
wait, wait.
even when we're not
so
on camera.
I said to watch it, and then you turn your TV on right then and there and start watching it?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. All
I was literally sitting on Netflix looking for something to watch.
All right, we can move.
No.
I just tell the truth. Like you
All right,
lie,
all right.
so that's not
You
real
was
for
gonna
you.
watch it either way. You was halfway through it already.
There's a chance I was definitely gonna watch it either way, but you said to watch it, and it
Okay,
gave
there you
incentive
go.
to watch it.
Alright.
The real moral of the story is you said to watch it. And you ain't do what the fuck you said you was gonna do, like you always
I'm
do.
not watching
And that's the problem.
I'm good.
Nigga, you do as I tell you to do.
Yeah, that's the
You don't
problem.
do what I do. Alright,
That's the
what's
problem. A man of no moral standing.
That's low-key like a horrible insult.
Man with no morals.
Yeah, but like a average nigga will brush that off like, nigga, fuck out of here. But like, that's really a bad insult.
It is.
About to challenge you to a duel.
Word.
How dareth thee?
Did y'all hear about Martin?
The prequel?
Yeah.
I've been out
Niggas
doing
is
ain't
running
nothing
out of
about this
ideas, man.
So the prequel is based supposed to be young Martin.
like a
Teens,
kid.
Teens going to like
not
early
watching
20s or whatever.
Nobody
Why?
cares.
Growing up in Detroit or whatever, trying to figure life out. He's the
Yeah.
executive producer on it.
Nah, I'm good.
I don't
But
know, because I
isn't
felt the
that-
same way about Bel Air.
Bel Air is awesome,
Isn't that what?
but it's redid.
It's a remake. It's exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
Martin's a prequel, and it's a show about how Martin is figuring out life in Detroit, but that's what the original show was about. Martin figuring out life
As
in
an adult.
Detroit.
As an adult.
As an adult.
So now it's him, high school or college or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
So
I
we get
didn't
to see
really
where
care.
he meets Gina or something like that.
yeah, you probably see that and other stuff like that.
No, but he met Gina
all
when
of
he was
them?
an adult.
And we don't know that.
Yeah, we do.
No, I thought she was
They
roommate.
told the story of how they met.
Did they?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
How'd they meet?
Yeah, right.
No, because it was like a work party, and then Martin had dipped in, and then they told two different stories. Gina remembered it one way, Martin remembered it another way. Remember when he walked in, he was like, my man, like to her over and over, and she said it back to him.
Nah.
Well, I used to watch Martin. They tell the origin story of how they met, because
Okay.
they were both adults, and it was at a work party.
Word?
I
Yes.
don't remember that shit. I'm not watching this though. I'm a
Yeah, no,
We
go
say
watch
that
it.
now.
So
You can come over and watch it.
you find out how they meet Cole, and because I know they're not gonna do the remake because Tommy's not here anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
how he meets Tommy and Cole and all that, nobody gives a fuck.
Nah.
You
don't
know
think
what I
that's
was
true.
thinking though? Today I was watching, because it came on TV, Man on Fire. I would watch every Denzel movie if they turned it into a series and just change the time.
What do you
I
mean?
think they turned Man on
So-
Fire into a series.
Where? When?
I think they're turning into a series.
So I would watch Man on Fire. If Man on Fire was episodic, I would watch, well, Book of Eli, I know they're doing it. It's Book of Eli, not Man on Fire.
I might be wrong. You might.
Book of Eli is going to be episodic. I would watch it. I would watch Training Day if they did that when Alonzo was
They
going.
tried.
What happened?
Did they have a Training Day series?
No.
But Man on Fire would be a better series
You sure?
than Book of Eli.
Both of them are good.
Yeah, I know, but like Man on Fire is a better.
I would
Better
watch
concept
Man on
show.
Fire if they showed me before how he becomes John Creasy and is all
Yeah.
fucked up and ends up in that house. I would watch Training
Yeah.
Day.
They did have a
Yeah.
Training Day series.
Where?
Wait, what you call it on it?
Who?
Latifah?
No.
That would make sense.
Is that the motherfucker that played? That's not John Boyega.
No, he's Book of Eli.
So
John Boyega's going to be Book of Eli.
Training Day, it was a
Is it a
series.
show or?
Yeah, they had 2 seasons.
And that
On
was
CBS.
off of Denzel's movie?
Yep.
All right, do it better. Fuck out of here. Do a Netflix version or HBO version. I would watch every Denzel movie. I would watch
on
American
TLC?
Gangster if it was a different time period.
TLC?
American Gangster has a show be fire.
I mean, essentially, what you call it? Harlem.
Snowfall.
Harlem.
Harlem was the other guy though. Harlem wasn't.
Harlem's Bumpy Johnson.
He was bumpy, but American Gangster wasn't bumpy.
Wait, Harlem
No.
was what?
That's
American Gangsters.
no, that's bumpy.
Godfather.
I know. Bumpy's the guy who dies at the beginning of.
American Gangster.
American
He was
Gangster.
his-
Frank
Yeah,
Lucas.
but Frank is. I'm saying if they had young Frank Lucas, I would watch it.
Yeah, you're just gonna swap the character out.
Wait,
Same
but a
story.
young Frank Lucas.
Nah.
A young Frank Lucas is just Bumpy's driver.
Yeah, he's in the show.
Exactly. He is in the show. So I guess Harlem.
Yeah.
But Bumpy's the story. I want to see Frank's story.
What I would do is take the movie and just make it episodic. That way you have more character development. You can stretch that out. It'd be more like a Snowfall.
Every Denzel movie could be episodic. To me.
Yeah.
I
So it'd
mean,
be
Maybe
more like
it's that
Snowfall.
because he's that good, but
can I ask a question? What movie can't be episodic?
that's a good question.
Yeah, man. He messed you up.
Fast and the Furious. I would never
Fuck
watch
with
that
that.
if it was episodic.
Nah, you can.
I don't
make
wanna
it
watch
episodic.
the
You could
movies.
almost make everything episodic, and if anything, by making it episodic, you make it better because you have room for character development now and all this other shit.
How many times do we see Dom race?
Mad
I
time.
mean, apparently 14.
Mad time.
Apparently, it got me there.
Man, time.
It got to be 3 hours long though.
Listen, there was
can't tell that
there was
story in
some
30
Fast and the
minutes.
Furious scenes that was fire though. Like I'm not gonna hold you.
Really?
I've never watched
Really?
Fast and Furious past
Yeah,
the first
man,
one.
they're impossible, but they still fire, nigga.
Nah, it's a lot of movies I'm not watching. All of Denzel shit, there's a lot of stuff I'm not watching episodic.
I'm watching Gladiator 2 though.
I didn't see the
course.
trailer for that.
I gotta go back and watch Gladiator 1 to be honest.
Gladiator 1 is my favorite movie
They
of all time.
shouldn't have
Really?
made a
Yeah.
sequel for that though.
What? First of all, Denzel's in it.
So
What?
Nigga, Denzel's in it.
I like Denzel Washington as an actor, but like
What do you
put
mean
him
like?
in another period piece. Like Gladiator ended with the nigga dying. Like don't
This is
make
gonna
another
be
one.
different.
Okay, so think about
more
it.
niggas to
if
die.
they were doing
Mad niggas to die.
if they were doing like a sequel to Back to the Future and they were putting Denzel in it, like
I will watch it. It would be amazing.
okay, I'm not gonna hold you. I'd watch it too, but like
What are we talking about?
but they shouldn't fucking do it.
Why?
shouldn't.
Why shouldn't they do
Put
it?
Denzel
I feel
in
like
anything.
there's some things that just shouldn't be touched.
Is the problem
I
the
don't think
sequel or is the problem Denzel?
No, the
problem
problem is
because
that
Denzel is
they're
black.
making the
What are you
no.
talking about?
It's not the problem. It's not Denzel. The problem is they're making the sequel. There's some movies I feel like should just not be touched.
We gotta find out
But
what
if
the
it was
story
Tom
is, though.
Cruise,
You don't know the
wouldn't have a
time
problem
period.
with it.
I don't know. It's probably now and then Denzel
No, it's
made
Gladiator.
a new fucking formula
gonna be
for going
amazing.
back
But
to the
let
future. out
Tom
of chicken
Cruise
and water.
be in that shit. This nigga will watch.
Nigga apples,
sick.
chicken and nigga apples to go back to the future.
Yo, what's wrong with him, man?
Nah, I'm watching Gladiator 2. and I
Denzel
can't
just stirring the watermelon up like
wait. and disappears.
And the watermelon and the grape soda spilled into each other, and he discovered time travel by accident and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm watching Denzel in anything. It doesn't matter.
not in anything.
Even though I hated the last movie. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. Papa ain't here though, so
Not the Freaky Friday Denzel.
nah. The last what's that last Denzel?
Training her.
Training her is crazy. What was the last
Fences?
Denzel movie that I hated? When he's the
Fences was good.
assassin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
that was trash.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Equalizer
like the-
3.
That was terrible.
No, that was good.
Wait, but Equalizer 3
Equalizer?
wasn't bad, and I actually liked the movie more for the setting. It was almost like I was watching that like, where the
I
fuck
got
was
clapped
he?
by a 12-year-old in Italy.
And Omar got
always-
clapped in the wire by like
It's
a
always the one
fucking
you don't
12-year-old.
see.
Yeah, that was a
Always the-
That's
different
the
place.
one you don't see coming.
That was a
Pause.
different place. Wow.
I purposely didn't say that.
Wait, but what I'm saying
It's
is
Omar too.
it made sense because the nigga was holding the gun. He didn't want to shoot him, and he walked there. He underestimated the kid, and the kid shot him. That's somewhat realistic.
Nah, I
now,
enjoyed the Equalizer
if we
And he
take
yelled
away
afterwards,
all the
Fracagili.
yeah,
After he popped.
Fracagili.
Fracagili. He
But
popped.
after
Yeah, see? Denzel getting clapped and getting called the Fracagili. Yeah, y'all.
that's a
I don't
different
like
type
that
of
movie.
clapping though. Pause.
Yeah, I don't like that
Um,
movie at all.
If you look at the space he was at, where was that? Because I want to go there, low key. Like this was more so like just an advertisement for somewhere beautiful in Italy. Because I'm down to go.
That's all it was.
Like
This is Barillo
a fishing,
tourist.
yeah, it's like a fishing village. Like where the fuck was that?
Good.
I want a cappuccino.
Never want to see that movie again.
Nah, I like that.
Only
I
Denzel
don't-
movie I can.
Like if that was on, I'd watch it again.
Not me. Man on Fire was on. I can't turn that off.
Yeah, fire.
Great movie.
The end where they put the laser on and then you see the
Yes. Man on
that
Fire
was,
was amazing.
that was dope.
And now Will just dropped the trailer for the next I Am no, not I Am Legend. What's the one that Michael B gonna be playing?
Michael, I Am
I am
Legend?
Legend.
Oh, it is I Am
He,
Legend.
he
My
dropped the
fault.
trailer?
Yes, trailer's out for I Am Legend too.
When? Today?
Either today or yesterday.
Yo,
You ain't seen no trailers, huh?
No, I haven't been.
Captain America new trailer just dropped too. Marvel.
that's
Word?
fire. It's fire.
That's probably gonna fire. Probably gonna be
Um,
fire. We're on the same page. with that.
what you call
Black
it?
Captain America. That's what's up.
I'm with it. I actually like Will Smith's new song.
With Kirk Franklin? Is
So it's not. It's Friday on it and Sunday service. Kirk Franklin was just there.
Oh yeah,
for the-
Sunday, sir. He was just there for the BT performance. Okay.
I actually like it. I can't front.
It's
Alright.
not terrible.
It is.
Nah, it's
Nah, it's not terrible.
It's not good.
But do you know what was crazy? Did you ever hear the Luther Vandross remake with him and Jada?
Luther and Jada?
No,
No.
Will and Jada. Thousand
Oh.
Kisses.
Oh nah, I haven't heard that.
What?
They got a song together?
Yo, I was literally because I was listening to the Will Smith song, so Apple
It's
just
called A
went to
Thousand
it.
Kisses?
Yes, Apple just played another Will Smith song,
It was a
and it
thousand.
was 1,000 Kisses featuring Jada, and I was like, I know it's not Jada Kiss.
That's what I was thinking. Nah, Will and Jada.
It's bad.
Crazy.
Huh.
It's
I was
bad.
I can imagine.
1,000 Kisses and none for you. Cause
And it was a remake of Luther's 1,000.
Yeah,
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
I
On that.
actually never heard that song.
never enough.
Fuck.
I'm good on that. I'm good on
Yeah,
that.
that was bad.
Okay.
But I like the Will song.
It's not
It
terrible.
Will got
bad.
Will got
It
some
was
decent
bad.
songs.
Eh,
How many he won a Grammy?
Yeah.
Macklemore won a Grammy.
He did. Some people like Macklemore.
And you still bumped the album.
I've never.
Some people like
That's
Macklemore.
never happened.
I
Kendrick
don't
dropped a
believe
new
that.
song, Broccoli.
Oh, Kendrick put a new song out?
Kendrick dropped a new song.
When?
Yeah.
It's not. I don't know if he put it on streaming yet. It's just like he was doing
They
during the
just drop it
disses. He
off at
just
your
be
house?
dropping. No, like SoundClouds and like, music heads find the music. It wasn't on. Remember when he first dropped the disses? They was on YouTube.
Yeah.
It wasn't on digital on DSP. So yeah,
The
he
song at
dropped
the beginning of the video sound fire.
That's what it is.
It's broccoli.
Broccoli. Yeah, that's the song. He dropped Broccoli.
Oh, so like he's basically like using the whole Drake thing to push the next
That's
shit.
what you should do.
Yeah, and he's album
I'm
gonna
kind of
sell
tired
crazy.
of that whole situation, though.
I mean, it's over, right?
Yeah.
Drake
No,
ain't
it's
really
over.
dropping no music.
He'll be back though.
It's not gonna be the same though.
What?
The
When Drake
reception.
comes back?
The reception.
So
I think initially it won't, but it will.
you gonna be like as gung ho about it, like when they dropped the Surviving Drake documentary.
Why do you keep making this Surviving Drake documentary?
I don't think
I'm
Drake.
saying.
I ain't going there. I don't think the music. I don't think the reception for the music is gonna be the same.
Yo,
I think
people,
Kendrick exposed him culturally.
Nah, people
In
are
a way
still
that
gonna
people like-
love Drake's music. What are you talking about?
people are very short-sighted, and they'll be back.
They ain't on that.
We're forgiven.
What's the Caballero girl? He's on the song.
Yeah, but we was never fucking with her to begin with.
Usually he moves the needle for somebody. He didn't,
Yeah.
It didn't work for
No,
him.
I think there's
He
such a
got 2
thing
tracks
as
on her shit.
I think there's such a
They're
thing
actually
as
good, too.
Drake fatigue, but I don't think that like eliminates the Drake stimmy pack. I think that's still a thing. I think it's just there's a lot of Drake fatigue right
He
now.
didn't move the
that's
needle
just
for
Yo.
Sexy Red either.
R. Kelly,
It's overkill. It's too much.
R. Kelly was pissing on bitches, and motherfuckers was listening to the song,
Yeah,
to the songs a year or two later. He's gonna be okay.
yeah, he's gonna be fun. Not a single person is gonna have Drake come on and it's like, I just listened to Drake the other day.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
he's gonna be fine.
definitely lost the battle to me. Not once was I like, oh, I can't listen to this because
He's
he lost.
he's still on heavy rotation on Saturday.
And I still prefer his music to Kendrick's.
Me and Brad,
Really?
Even
when we
though
was
he
in
lost.
Atlanta, they was playing Mad Drake.
Yeah, they was playing everything. They
Mad
still play
Drake.
Yeah.
But they also, you seen the reaction when they dropped
Yeah.
that. They not like
Very
us.
different when Not Like Us come on.
Whoa.
It's a good
That-
song.
And it should be that way.
Yeah, you see Serena put
and-
made her little reference at the ESPYs and Crip walked on stage.
Again? Did it suck again?
But it lasts.
No.
It lasts for a year max.
But still, all right. Me and Juwan were talking about this on the way here.
Wakanda Forever. Remember everybody was taking the pictures like that?
They drop another movie, they'll do it again.
Yeah.
Remember everybody was dabbing?
Nah, but
This ain't the same.
Remember
No,
everybody?
it's-
when you
Harlem
think about
shaking?
it, like,
What the-
think
This ain't the
Back to
same.
Back was a big record.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is bigger than Back to Back
Yeah.
Way bigger.
Substantial.
because niggas is dancing having.
Oh, they're talking
fun to
about
it.
this like literally on the
Yeah.
news on like
Like,
everybody's
it-
talking about it.
Argentinian soccer team put Not Like Us on their Twitter account.
The USA played it after the.
How crazy
it beat
is
Canada.
that?
You know what I'm saying? It's
Drake
bigger.
It's a great song.
Drake bet 300,000 that Canada would beat them in the soccer match.
Oh, and that's
He put 300,000 up, Brad.
and then they
Argentina won.
played.
Yeah. And then Messi scored. They beat them 2-0. They put Not Like Us on the Twitter account.
That's hilarious.
But it's gonna
Yes.
get burnt out.
No, of course it is.
Okay.
But
When
it's
you
a
get the
bigger. It's
next
a
thing be
bigger
the-
song.
The Fox
Right.
5 News guy or
Drake
whatever,
going-
the white guy that be
Drake
dancing, he's gonna
fans
dance to
can't
Not
say
Like
he
Us.
You
got
going to the World Cup?
He be
Yeah,
killing
okay.
it.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, nigga, I'm trying to get those tickets. Not for me, for my dad, but like I'm trying to get those
I'm in
tickets. Huh?
I'm going like, and not just
He definitely got
in New York.
to.
Yeah.
Nah, I just got sick of the Drake shit. Like, so when
Why?
you going? Like,
Why-
where
why you got
you
sick
have
of
a
Drake
like
shit?
a
I
way to
was-
get the tickets or?
Why
That's
we
off
talk-
camera.
We could talk
Yeah,
about
that's
this
an off-camera
camera.
conversation. Nobody cares about
Yeah,
you
like-
and Brad going to the World Cup.
I think it's more interesting than.
You trying to take
Nah,
Brad on the
what you
date too
mean?
now?
Nah, I was
Whoa,
trying to
whoa,
figure out
whoa,
how
what?
to get tickets.
What was that about? What was Duchess
Versus-
about? I didn't watch it yet.
Please. What about me and Reg?
Expound. Yes.
What?
So Reg's like,
Everybody
yo,
wants to know.
What?
let's tell the story.
What was the date?
Oh, they went on a date? Who went on a date?
Yeah, Reg took me on a date.
These two.
And
Oh,
he didn't have
shit.
the money to pay. Which is
And he
crazy.
had to go Dutch?
You
I
down and
never
dashed on
paid.
this nigga? You a G.
So
Wait, you
fucking
invited him
man.
out. You initiated the date and you made him pay?
yes,
Whose
That's
idea was the
crazy.
date?
Brad,
yes.
Brad,
What?
Right.
look at this nigga. Wait, hold on. Look at him though.
Why?
Look-
I don't want to look
Not
at
your
him.
Look
type.
at
I'm
this
not going
nigga.
to look over there.
Look at this nigga and have him tell you
He's not
this
your
shit
type, it's
all
crazy.
over again.
I'll tell you the entire story.
Why do you want
That's
a
mad
man
funny.
to look me in
Reg,
the eyes?
Reg is like, yo, we need to film some content. We should.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Film some content?
All right, please
Yes.
go ahead.
He's like,
Yeah.
yo, we need content. We gotta. I said,
Yikes.
all right,
Just want to
cool.
party, dude.
I said,
This is when niggas was trying to take a day
Timer
off.
was fired.
now,
Niggas was trying to take a day off.
right.
Party, party?
Mind you, this is when I'm leaving at 6 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah, I
or whatever.
remember.
And I said, all right, cool. I'm a team player. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I wasn't
Feel
getting
so.
me there.
All right. I said, gave two options. I said, we can do
You gave him 2 options, or you
You.
gave the group 2 options?
you 2 options. This is me and you
I wasn't
talking.
a part of this shit.
It was literally just me and you.
Don't include me in none of
When,
this.
when we were on the group chat talking about extra content, you didn't propose content in the group chat for everybody?
Reg, there was a conversation me and you had. You called me on the phone. We spoke. Then the next day, you called me. It was like, yo, we still doing it. I said, yeah. And we text. And the text literally says,
You were pushy too.
he was pushy
He
about
was
it.
pushy.
You was double texting?
The text, because you called Jawan to see if he could pull up.
Yes,
Amar,
I called him on.
right?
Oh, he was
So
really.
wait,
Why you ain't
so
call
we
me?
can shoot. So we can shoot content.
Brad wanted to be a
Brad,
So-
what the fuck? son?
I like
Look,
I'm
he
not-
was
I'm
trying
just
to
like,
no.
first of all,
he was
I'm
trying to
just
get
like,
the
I
fire
wanna make
started.
sure-
He trying to get
Somebody
bad.
else
Gonna put it out. You feel me? Trying to get the fire
Brad, like, why you ain't back me?
Yeah, why you ain't
Brad,
call me?
that does sound crazy.
Why you ain't call me?
You don't like
Why I
Haitian
was
joints, Ray?
excluded.
Told you.
What?
So,
Yo, I
That's
don't
crazy.
gotta be a joint.
He just
Yeah,
called you a joint,
that's-
dog.
You took it too far.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Now he revealed how he see you.
This is why we need Pop here.
I need the
He
story.
revealed how he see you.
I need the
Because
story.
Loki, he can drive himself in, but he be calling you to pick him up and shit. Like,
Me
Brad, like
and
where you
the
at?
9 people
I
that
drive.
watch need the story.
all right.
Listen,
So-
I wanted extra content
Okay.
for the viewers, for
the
people
people.
like you. You know what I mean? And this nigga said, all right, let's do like a ridiculousness type show.
That's not what I said.
I thought that's what you're.
That would do
you're-
a reaction video.
That's what I said. I
Reaction
said that
video.
in the chat with everybody. Now, me and you,
We spilled
right?
mad tea right now.
I was just like, yo, I said we can record us reacting to comments, like respond to the comments.
Can we just
Okay.
blurp out this
Right?
shit?
We can do that. Or we can do something food related, because you've been wanting to do a food show and food
I was doing a
stuff.
mukbang.
He immediately goes, oh, I got a place we can go for food.
Okay.
All right? So I'm like, all right,
Two
cool.
niggas together.
Who
doing
get
a
it?
mukbang.
Do
is
mukbang.
crazy.
Do ASMR.
Don't do that. It wasn't 2 niggas. It was me, him,
Those-
and Derek.
There's 3 niggas,
Three niggas.
Tres niggas.
and one had a camera.
This
Mukbang.
nigga pulled the I don't nail. I don't nail.
He takes us to his favorite spot that he's been. He knows the owners.
It's not my favorite spot. I just know the owner, so
He walking there hugging and kissing and this and that.
Oh, he picked up with the feet. Oh shit.
because I know the owner.
And then
There
we
was
get
none of
there,
that.
And to make it even worse, Reg don't want to use his podcast voice. He want to use his, yeah, so you know how you
They said you put on your it's some
I usually
composer
get
here
the-
voice. That was crazy. I haven't watched.
Hooligan
Everybody's
here.
really good.
But no, that's fine.
And I'm like, what? Like, why are you whispering to me in here?
Need whispering.
You have
at dinner
one
is
voice.
kinda crazy.
Wait, so let me tell you what happened. So we get there, right? And there's like, we can't go into it because they had like a lawsuit situation.
And you didn't call
But we can't
beforehand and
use-
tell me we were coming to record.
Nigga, I don't
anything.
have to call anytime because I could just pull up and do whatever I want, right?
Ooh,
Hold
talk
on.
your shit.
Hold on, hold on.
Okay, if you
Except
can do
for that
whatever you
time.
want.
Except for
Shit.
that
If you
time.
can do whatever you
Except
want,
for that
why do we
time.
have all the cameras in
Except
there?
for that
Wait.
one time.
Except for that one
God.
thing. All right, so what happened was usually they let me do whatever.
Why
but
you
what
always
happened
I
lying?
was,
let you do whatever. That's kind of
but
crazy.
Whatever.
no, it's a fact. But what happened was
Alright.
there was a lawsuit situation that's currently pending. So
Is
there
it
are
your-
certain
is it
things.
your lawsuit? Is it your
No, it's
lawsuit?
not my lawsuit.
Did you help?
But
them
there was a
with
lawsuit.
Doing
No, it has
whatever.
nothing to do
Rez
with
is
me.
in there doing
It has-
whatever.
It has nothing to
You know
do
what
with
I'm
me.
saying?
Did you tell them like,
He's
yo, I
in
know
there, yo, I do
somebody-
whatever in here.
This
Nah,
shit.
that
This
has
is
nothing to do with
mine.
me. It has nothing to do with me. Anyways,
That's why
we
you
get
can do
there.
whatever you want in there.
We get there,
Yeah, right.
So I'm not screaming because we're in the restaurant and we're not supposed to be bringing a ton of attention to ourselves. Meanwhile, Darnell is harassing the waitress,
Wait, not a lot
being
of attention.
massively
Wait,
inappropriate.
hold on. You're not supposed to bring a lot of attention, but I heard y'all walked in with 3 cameras and tripods
Yes,
and microphones.
yes. But when he
That's
told
mad
me,
attention.
no,
That's a
but
lot
he
of
told me we can't
The spot
have.
hot.
First of all, he told me we wasn't even supposed to be allowed to shoot in it. So he was basically like, all right, but off the strength of you, I'll let you set up like the 2 cameras, but you can't bring attention to yourselves.
No,
That ain't-
one camera.
One angle.
It was 2 cameras.
It was one camera in the iPhone.
So is that not a camera?
No, because you were
Hey,
shook,
hold on.
because I was like,
Hold on.
Episode 1, that was
Hold
the
on.
camera.
Is that not a camera?
No, it's an
And you
iPhone, not an iCamera, nigga.
Nah. Because now he's lying. Because this nigga was so proud of all the gadgets and accessories. The nigga's
Because you know why?
shit literally transformed. It was the phone, and then it had a gadget that went on it. Then it had a lens that went on it. By the
had a
time
gimbal or something?
it had all the
Put the
shit, it
gimbal on
had
it.
a transformer on it.
But you know why? Because I'm prepared for shit like this. That's why.
So
Nigga,
what
you
about the
literally
date?
told me to use this shit to shoot shit with.
I don't know what that means.
I'm prepared.
You said you prefer
So
it.
what made the date go left?
There's no date.
It's a good question.
There's no date. Niggas pulled
'Cause
up,
you couldn't
shot
do
content,
order.
niggas ate food and then left. There's no date.
Did you order for him?
When are we
no.
releasing the
Oh, okay.
Wait, when are we releasing the footage of the date?
It's out.
It's out?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
out.
it's on the
been
Patreon.
out. Duchess is out.
It's on the
Duchess-
Patreon.
Sorry, y'all can't see.
Yeah. It's,
So it's me and it's
I don't-
Darnell.
I don't subscribe.
And I don't remember exactly, but at some point you see Derek's hand reaching in for food maybe. But it's me, Derek, and Darnell.
Three niggas.
Three niggas
niggas.
together.
These niggas.
Together.
Mukbang.
at Duchess.
Stop saying mukbang.
Muck gang.
2 niggas, 3 cameras, and 1 mug.
Together.
Ah. Okay.
Can't say I'm not a team player.
Right.
Three
Well, I'm
niggas,
glad y'all had a
two
good time,
cameras.
man.
Together.
Next time we could just read all the me and Darnell comments.
Hey, man. And then he had nerves to rush me. He was like, ah, man, I gotta go.
What?
Nigga, what? You playing this?
I got shit to do, dog. I
This
can't
nigga
say it for hours.
Nigga had a
This is
4
the-
o'clock picnic
This is
with
the
the
terrorist
RC
shit that he
nigga.
does.
I don't have
Watch
all
Man
day.
with 1,000 Kids. I ain't watched that.
See,
Yo, come on, let's go eat. I gotta go.
Yo.
Nigga, what?
it was crazy. Joanne called me.
I'm
Like,
gonna stop hanging out with Rich.
Joanne called me like, yo, you going to that Jersey shit? I was like, what shit? I'm like, niggas know not to call me.
Brad, I
then
dead ass
Joanne's
thought you were
like-
out of town.
Joanne was like, I ain't fucking with that shit. I'm not driving all the way to Jersey. For some
For ASMR?
mukbang.
For mukbang? Yeah, man. Glad you stay home. Bro.
And Joanne told me a whole different reason. Nah, I made plans already.
Yeah, Jones on.
He had he was gonna
Smart.
he did that play. He was
Smart.
gonna cancel them and then
Till next time, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Pop will be back next week. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please like, comment, and subscribe. For more content, click over here. And most importantly, sign up for our Patreon. We need the money. Reg, stop lying.